WWE Hall of Famer Teddy Long, and you're about to go one-on-one with Talking Taker. Holla.
All right.
Oh, that's my line.
Oh, sorry. I was getting ready. I was still reading my list here. All right, perfect. I think I'm good.
All right, creatures of the night and everybody out there in the Pod Street crew, welcome to Talking Taker, episode number 249 of our encyclopedic exploration to give the career of the greatest professional wrestling character of all time, The Undertaker. My name is Alex Dorio. I want to thank you for joining us for yet another round of Dead Man Talking. And I am joined tonight, as always, by my tag team partner, my wrestling buddy, my fellow creature of the night. He is a man who understood a new meaning of the term "in your house" this past weekend as the Pod Street crew invaded Kingsport, Tennessee for a surprise 40th birthday and WrestleMania party. I'm talking to the latest member of the 4-Decade Club, Mr. Travis White. You've been taking your Centrum vitamins. You've been stretching. You feeling okay now that you're 40?
Oh yeah, taking that Centrum, that Miralax, all the drinking prune juice.
Getting your fiber in.
Getting that fiber in. Yeah, unfrosted mini wheats. Getting all the good stuff.
Some colon blow,
baby.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, he's feeling good, and
I'm riding the high still from last weekend, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, man.
It's crazy.
I had a great time with most of the gentlemen pictured here. One guy decided he'd rather be in Las Vegas for some reason rather than East Tennessee, but we'll talk about that in a minute. But you can see we are joined by the crew here tonight because we are running it back for the 5th time now. One of our ultimate fantasy drafts here. Started this tradition last year. And what we do is we go through the history of a pay-per-view and we do like a fantasy sports style draft, drafting real matches that happened from that pay-per-view's history, creating our dream card. And we hit the big 4 last year. So it was like, okay, what else can we do? Because these are so much fun to do. Well, how about in your house? There's a great tradition of in your house. There's like 30 in your houses. It's a small time period, but there's just about as many of those as some of these other great pay-per-views. A little bit less, but that's all right. But what I love, Travis, is it's condensed mostly to a 4-year period. So it's really going to change things up as far as some of the guys we can draft.
Oh, yeah.
But we are going to include, for your sake and Randy's sake, we're going to include the 3 NXT in your houses as well to add a little spice here. And I have a feeling there's some people on those NXT cards you're going to want to draft.
Oh, you just stay tuned, my buddy. You just stay tuned. Yeah, this is going to be fun. Like you said, it condenses the time frame and the amount of wrestlers that you can put on here, basically. And also, we've condensed our draft because in your houses, traditionally, we're a little bit shorter show, shorter amount of matches. But we'll get into all the stuff later. But yeah, so we're condensing it. We thought about doing a Great Balls of Fire draft, but there was only one of those. So we had to go with
a very
something
short
else.
episode.
Yeah. Roadblock in your house or whatever. No, roadblock. What was the end of the line? And there was a roadblock and a roadblock into the line. So we could have done that, but it had been over briefly. So.
Well, we hope you'll enjoy it. Again, we'll go over the rules as we get closer to it. But yeah, everybody's, fantasy sports style snake order draft. We're each going to draft 5 matches apiece. And you can't reuse superstars throughout your draft. So once a guy or a girl is on your card, they're only used once. And that's other parameters we'll talk about. But let's bring in the competitors as they're waiting here. The man who drew number 1, the first pick on the board, he has been on the clock for the past week. He is the host of the Brothers of Collecting podcast, one of the co-hosts of it, Steven Zeman. Steven, you're a resident toy collector extraordinaire here. When are we going to get an in-your-house style toy play set? Doesn't the world need that?
It does need that. It needs that along with the funeral parlor and all the other great play sets. I mean, they already given us Piper's Pit. We need a brother love show. We need the funeral parlor. We need in your house. There's so much they can do.
We got to have the house, man.
Got to.
So,
Yeah.
and I know everybody in this house tonight is eagerly anticipating your first draft pick. It's going to set the tone for what everybody else is going to do.
There are no
here,
Linda
so.
McMahon matches. So sorry, Steven.
There is
Dang
a
it.
Vince match, though. So we'll see about that. All right. Drafting number 2 with the angel of Todd Pettengill on his shoulder there, whispering in his ear what to do. He is still recovering from the Vegas hangover himself.
Yeah.
Tommy on the spot. Watch along, Tommy. Tommy, I got to ask you, I know I did it when I was a kid. For the first In Your House, did you send in a postcard to try and win the house that they were giving away?
I definitely did. I for sure did try to get one, and I do vividly remember, because it's funny because, of course, before this is only the big 5, because they had added King of the Ring already. So this was the next kind of evolution of that. And I remember it came with the house, and my dad was like, all right, whatever, we'll get it. Let's see how it goes. Shorter show, cheaper show. And the whole thing was, well, what if we win this house? We're not going to move to Florida. So
Shawn Michaels did.
well, the kid who won it, I think, actually is from Nevada. And I don't know if him and his family moved there, but I think they kept it for some time before getting rid of it. To the best of my knowledge. So, it was that. And then from there, it also became like my dad was all about the In Your House. He was excited. And then in July, when they brought it back, he was like, oh, they better not be going every month. If they're going to do every month, there's no way we're going to do it. And then it was that. And then it was, well, look, if they're going to do this, at some point, they're going to go to 3 hours and it'll be charged the same as every other show. So he kind of was ahead of it, and he'd get quite annoyed at what they were asking for back then. So that's probably my earliest memories of In Your House. But yes, did send in the postcard, and there was definitely a moment of when they were pulling those names that he was going to pull one of ours, and the family was about to relocate down south, but didn't happen.
I was waiting by the phone as well. What an insane thing to give away the house, but memorable. Had people talking, great advertising, great gimmick there. And the real point of that was getting all those addresses that they could mail stuff out to for all the catalogs and everything.
Yeah.
That is so
pretty
smart.
brilliant.
Yeah, wow,
great marketing technique. Well, Tommy, you got the second pick there. I know you're eagerly anticipating that. Travis is number 3. I am number 4, and the man who's going to be number 5 here is Randy Turco. Randy, were you ordering all the In Your House pay-per-views back in the day?
No, actually, we'll probably get into it as we go throughout the draft. This has been really fun for me because a lot of these were in my blind spot. So I fell out of wrestling in, I loved wrestling as a kid, 87, 88, maybe, as a real, young Hulkster, Hulkamaniac. But like by the time we got to 93, I'm 13 and I'm wearing flannel and listening to Nirvana. And I'm, the business is kind of hitting a low spot, and it's kind of all occupational gimmicks. And I'm kind of like, this stinks. And I don't remember making a decision like I'm not watching anymore. I just kind of like fell out of it gradually. And so this 95, 96 stuff has always been a blind spot. I didn't like get to live it as it happened in real time. So I've heard about some of these things, watching greatest hits shows and whatever, and watching these pay-per-views. So getting a chance to go and dig deep into this has been kind of a treat because some of this is new for me. So I got my research tools. I got the old In Your House, best of In Your House DVD. And can't forget the video game.
Wow.
The arcade game. So I got my research materials. I'm ready to go.
Love it.
Excellent.
Well, you bring up a great point. Like, I don't think the In Your House pay-per-views get the love that people that they deserve because, we all talk about the legacy of WrestleMania and SummerSlam and Royal Rumble and all the classic matches, but there's a ton of some of the most memorable matches of the 90s take place at In Your House pay-per-views, not WrestleMania or SummerSlam, but they don't get brought up year after year after year when we talk about our favorite Manias and SummerSlams and everything. So it's great that we're going to shine a little spotlight and remind people how fun these shows could be.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I won't get into specific examples. I don't want to give anything away, but I was thinking, like, how cool is it that I know a lot of times WrestleMania, SummerSlam, they are great moments, great matches, 5 stars in the Tokyo Dome, right? But in your house kind of allowed them to do weirder stuff that
Yes.
maybe wasn't getting attention from Dave Meltzer or whatever, but it was just fun stuff that they could try that maybe they wouldn't try at WrestleMania or SummerSlam. So, and hey, weird stuff is, I don't know if you've heard this, that's right up my alley. So
Exactly.
I love it.
Yeah. You're gonna have some competition for some of that weird stuff tonight, though, my friend. So it could get dicey, and one guy who's sweating it right now, but you can't tell. You can't see the sweat on him because he's got that tank top on, Bash at the Beach style. He's the Lost Headbanger himself. Coach Trey over here, he is fanging and banging over there. Oh wait, that's Gangrel. Never mind. He is.
It is funny the Headbangers had no hair.
It is.
Yeah.
Right. I mean,
Great point.
Yeah.
I just now
You gotta have long hair to headbang, right?
They never even had hair. Like, that's crazy. Anyway, go ahead.
Trey, I mean, I know you're sitting pretty, and it doesn't really matter what we draft because you got to share this, dude. You had an incredible pull out of a Topps WWE Chrome box today. You shared it with us in the chat. Show it off to the people watching what you got.
Yeah. So this is probably the biggest hit I've ever had in opening cards, and it is a there we go. It is a
there you go.
Jim.
I see him. Yeah.
Woo.
Undertaker
Got you.
case
Wow.
hit,
Nice.
and it's pretty rare. I think the number on that was there's only one in over 38,000 mega boxes. That's what I pulled it out of.
Crazy.
Oh my God.
Yep. And so and what are the odds that I pull Undertaker
An Undertaker
Right.
one.
Yeah.
Of all the ones.
Yeah.
before the pod tonight?
Exactly.
Isn't that crazy?
It was meant to be.
Yeah. So my day's been absolutely nuts. We go to school this morning. Power's out from a storm. So school powers out. We go anyway. We end up letting out at like 10:30. And so my son and I were like, okay, I got time to go run some errands. Let's go. So we go to Johnson City, pick up some new lens for my glasses, and we go over to the mall, to the food court to eat lunch. Well, we go through Dick's Sporting Goods, and we go over to the card section, and there's like 8 boxes of the Topps Chrome Mega Box and 1 pack of Pokemon cards. And he's like, can I have those? I was like, sure, but let's go eat lunch first. So we went and ate lunch first. We didn't even buy it right there on the spot.
Wow.
So I put the Pokemon pack behind the mega boxes. I was like, if it's there, we'll get it. If not, no big deal. So we come back, it's there, and I'm like, all right, pick me out a box, and he picks me one out, and that's the one he picked. And that box was loaded. It had the Undertaker, Hidden Gems, and it also had a out of 150 Batman. So there he is. Autograph.
Love that.
So
Awesome.
Dragon Lee.
Now, are you going to split the profits with your son from
Right.
if you pick the box?
Yeah, Terrence get a handling fee.
$10.
There you go.
You got a pack of Pokemon cards. That was the
That's
pay.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
That's right. Yeah.
I thought the Ludwig Kaiser autograph I got in Tennessee was good, but yours is a little better.
A little bit.
What's that guy doing now anyway?
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
Taking off Ric Flair, apparently.
I heard he's been spotted in Mexico.
Oh.
Well,
I will say I loved, and I'll plug your own on your own show. I'll plug your vlog because I loved the little clip of all of you sitting there at the table, all the boxes of cards from Travis's birthday vlog. I thought was so cool. So really enjoyed that, and definitely highly recommend everyone check that out. That was really cool.
Awful lot of Bronco Nima.
Oh my gosh!
Is he still there, or is he no longer there?
I think he survived.
Who cares?
I didn't see his name somehow.
I didn't see his name.
Yet.
Not
somebody
yet.
might be watching, going, "Oh, wait a minute."
Yeah.
Don't answer the phone.
He's
Yeah,
an
do
avid
not
listener of the pod.
That's right.
Shout out, Bronco. We love you.
Yeah.
And hey, Meechin did not answer the phone either.
That's
so
right,
let's-
baby.
That's
Still
right.
Reaching for
That's
Meechin
right.
here.
That's
Still
right.
reaching for Meechin.
Well,
Speaking of big hits, if you see me leave and then come up and sniff, I'm not taking hits of blow. I've had the worst allergies I've ever had today.
Oh,
the
no.
day we're hitting the podcast.
Yeah.
So I
way to get
apologize.
ahead of it right there.
Yeah, just
Okay,
go ahead and get those rumors away.
Sure. Yeah,
I do.
That's
say that
exactly
tonight, though.
somebody who would be hitting blow would say.
that's exactly
You
right.
never know.
Yeah.
You never
And
know,
don't
y'all.
worry, I'm not hitting blow.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I had to get that pun in there.
Well, you brought it up, Tommy. So let's talk about our WrestleMania weekends, the WrestleMania month here. Let's do it all in a big version of Undertaker sightings here. We had an awesome weekend. Sadly, you were very much missed, Tommy, but Trey, Randy, and Steven and we all surprised Travis for big 40th birthday get together. Randy and Steven flying in to watch WrestleMania. Really awesome experience. And yeah, we did vlog it. You can check it out all on the Talking Taker YouTube channel to get a taste of everything we did. Travis, just fill us in, man. How surprised were you to see these guys show up at in your house?
100% surprised. All the surprise that you could possibly be. I was all surprised. It was a mess of a night, but I guess y'all's original plans got derailed because of delays and whatnot in the airline department. But anyway, to make a short story long, you showed up at my door first. I was like, "What are you doing here? Like, this is crazy." So anyway, Steven shows up 2 minutes later. Randy shows up 2 minutes later. It was insane. I could not believe y'all were here. I still am like pinching myself that y'all were actually in my house. It's crazy to me. Yeah, Jenny set it all up, I guess, with you guys, and it worked out, and y'all got here, and there you are. And Tommy was here in spirit. We had a picture of him printed out. So,
Got to be some folks in East Tennessee who thought I had tragically passed away.
It was black and white too. Yeah.
Yeah, it was. R.I.P. So
Yeah.
Trey got me out of the house, and y'all showed up here, and it was insane, man. Had the next day off. I didn't know, and so that was a cool surprise. And we got to spend the whole day together, just looking for vintage toys and cards, and eating good, and hanging out, and having a good time watching SmackDown. And obviously the next day watching WrestleMania Night 1, the next day watching WrestleMania Night 2. It was awesome, man. We had a blast of a time. It was a 40th birthday I'll never forget. A birthday surprise I'll never forget, and I'll cherish it. It's so special. And obviously, Tommy, you had plans, obviously.
Man.
But you were here in spirit, and we had a good time watching your videos too, man. We all sat around together and watched your vlogs and stuff from WrestleMania. So it felt like we were all together anyway. It was awesome.
It's
Yeah.
very, very rare that you would ever go to a WrestleMania trip and be disappointed that you missed out on something else. Well, I was, and we did not. I mean, we don't ever book anything early, but this was the one time where my wife was like, "Listen, I don't want prices to go up. I want to make sure we book it. We get it all done."
Smart.
And then when your wife reached out, I was like, "Oh, you got to be kidding!" I think I was trying to go. WrestleMania is cool, but you know it'd be even better? Backlash. All right, a backlash would be where it would go. And it falls on Mother's Day weekend, so I knew that wasn't going to happen. But no, it looked like just such a great time. I enjoyed watching the vlog. Wish you a happy birthday. Wish I could have been there, and certainly any other weekend I would have definitely been there.
Oh yeah, 100%. And again, I didn't know anything about it, so it was all perfect for me, man. It was great. So.
Well, Tommy, we want to hear about your WrestleMania experience. Of course, you can watch the vlogs on the Watch Along Wrestling YouTube channel. I think there are still some more to come going through the week, but we got some live reactions. We got the Superstore tour, the World tour, the Hulk Hogan exhibit specifically tour. So everybody can catch up on it, but I want to give you give us a quick recap, man, because we got the draft to get to. I'm going to put 2 minutes on the clock.
All right,
So, give us your WrestleMania weekend in 2 minutes.
2 minute drill.
It was awesome. It was very cool. It was a situation where initially we had initially we had not planned on going for the second night, but with WrestleMania ending so early, The first night we were able to make it work. We had an 11:59 p.m. flight coming back overnight because we figured kids could sleep on the plane. And so we were able to make the second night work. And the first night, it was just my wife, my daughter, and I. Second night was even better because it was my wife, my daughter, and my son and I. So it was my son's first WrestleMania.
Awesome.
So it was great. It was so much fun. It was cool to see him take everything in. For my wife, it's her favorite wrestler of all time is Paige, so she was there to see Paige return. And then our other favorite wrestler of all time is Brock Lesnar. You could send your hate mail over to Eri on the spot. She was able to be there live to see him retire, and it was really cool. There was a couple moments there where I looked around and just took everything in. And obviously, the main event, Punk and Roman tore the house down. But just being there for everything, being there for the Superstore right as it opened. My daughter kind of that building the anticipation for it, and then getting to do WWE World, which unfortunately didn't have the set of In Your House again this year, which they had for the first time, which was awesome. But they did have that Hulk Hogan exhibit, and obviously he made several mistakes in his life. But I will say that I thought that exhibit was incredible. It was so nostalgic, and it took me back. It had a pretty emotional effect on me.
30 seconds.
Everything from over there. So that was great. And then I thought, incredible to see the impact that Danhausen had on the too. The idea that he had his own exhibit. He's now taken over the coffin photo op that Undertaker used to have. And paint your face like Danhausen, big balloons like Danhausen. It was really cool. And
blimp.
Yeah, the blimp, right? He had the blimp. It was really cool. 2 years of Vegas, and I think we're ready to move on, but it was a lot.
All right.
Like speech class in high school.
I feel like I was watching a political debate there. You got 3 minutes on the clock.
No, we could talk Mania all day. I just, but you got the vlogs out there, and everybody can experience it through there. And hey, man, we were jealous of you, man. It looked awesome. It looked incredible.
We wish we guys had been together there. It'd have been amazing.
And I'm looking forward. I know hopefully we'll be able to all connect for SummerSlam and all be together for that. I'm looking forward to. So should be good. But I do have a question before we get started.
Please.
Was Todd Pettengill, one of my favorites, was he ever referred to as Massive Tool Todd Pettengill on the Talking Taker show?
Never. I would never sully my hero in that way.
You can't compare him to the likes of, you had a whole host of them that through the years.
Oh, yeah.
Todd Grisham.
Todd?
We had Tool Grisham. Yeah, we had Massive Tool. Probably Josh Matthews.
Yeah. The kid from WWF.
Lucas.
Lucas. Yeah.
Look, Todd was perfect for the 90s, man.
Yeah.
He brought the enthusiasm, he brought the goofiness. He these little segments where he was selling the pay-per-view in your background, nobody did it better.
No.
Man. He
if
was
you don't
perfect
put your
for that
order
era.
in right now, this is what you'll see. And he'd block the camera there. It was awesome.
Right.
It was great.
It was so great.
Well, you did bring up Brock Lesnar there, Tommy. I do think we should mention him laying his boots and gloves down in the ring because I think anybody would say he's a top 10 Undertaker rival of all time. You could maybe argue top 5 or higher, even. Certainly the man who conquered the streak. Shocking moment there. We were all flabbergasted watching it. How was the reaction in the arena?
It was really surprising. I don't think anybody thought it was going to happen. Especially I really did not think he was going to lose. I just was so surprised that part happened first, that he put Oba over, because Oba had the upper hand on him throughout the whole feud. So logic says eventually you get to the match, that's going to be where that's going to be the end of it. But he puts him over, does the right thing, and then he's kind of sitting there, and it was this moment where, because they've now conditioned you to think that if someone takes the boots off, someone takes the gloves off, that's it. So for him to do that, it was pretty emotional. My wife and I's first WrestleMania is WrestleMania 30, and we've been to so many countless shows with him. It was she shed a tear. She was very surprised by it, and I just kept going what about Minnesota? The big moment of Brock retiring in Minnesota for SummerSlam, but it sounds like from what you hear, he called an audible and decided to make it end things right then and there to a completely shocked crowd. And a great way, I thought, if it's going to be a moment like that, great way to start the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyone else?
I'm still skeptical, but we'll see. And maybe maybe Brock's diverticulitis says retire now, or I could see a situation where Brock was born in the Dakotas. I think he lives in like Saskatchewan.
Yeah.
I could see him being like, Minnesota was nice. I just went to college there. I don't owe them anything. I'd rather just retire at WrestleMania. WrestleMania is greater than Minnesota, Alligator Mouth. I could see that. So potentially it's real. But man, they keep talking about Gunther and Paul E. and this favor. I'm a little skeptical still. I'm skeptical. So hopefully we'll see him in Minnesota.
We shall see how it plays out.
If you watch on our vlog, I believe I was on the edge of my seat and like standing up. Like I could not believe it, because we were all shocked watching that in my house. So yeah, it was crazy. It's unexpected. It's very rare to get surprised in wrestling, especially nowadays when there's so much rumor online and whatnot. So that was actually a shocking moment and a surprise to everybody. So kudos to them.
We just thought maybe he's not retiring. Maybe he's just getting nude. Like he's just trying to save time when he gets to the locker room.
Sure. He had a hole in his sock, Steven pointed out, I think.
Steven also did a picture-perfect Brock Lesnar bounce there when Brock, right after, I think it was Travis did the Ova strut. And then Steven did a Brock Lesnar bounce there. Like he was
what
the
I'm
Brock
most known
Lesnar guy.
for.
Exactly.
There you go.
That's his thing.
Love it.
Well, someone else who was shocked over WrestleMania weekend, I would say, was the Dead Man. When John Cena came on the 6 Feet Under podcast, he wasn't shocked that Cena came on there, but I think he was certainly, truly, genuinely, emotionally surprised by the words that Cena said to him. This post the clip kind of went everywhere over WrestleMania weekend, but Cena giving Taker his flowers, telling him he saved the WWF really during this In Your House era is basically what he's talking about. Anybody else gotten a chance to watch some of this or clips or anything?
I've seen the whole thing, man. It was all great. And it's not just a flower giving ceremony. It's a lot of stuff, but Cena does give his flowers a lot to Taker. And it's great because you can see Taker genuinely getting a little bit emotional behind his glasses, and between that and then just talking about the WrestleMania 34 match, 34, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just that and how he thought it should go and how it was the right way to do it, the way that they actually did it. And Taker still doesn't really agree, but John was like, no, this is exactly what we needed, and he's such a selfless guy. It's great. So yeah, Taker was definitely moved by those words. It was great.
Yeah, it's worth watching. Yeah, go ahead, Steven.
No, I just agree. Yeah, that's the clip that you talked about. That's the one that I saw the most of. That Undertaker really moved by Cena's words, and it puts in a new perspective. You know about Hogan and you know about Austin, the two big booms, and people forget about who was really there in the meantime.
Sure. And
it was always Undertaker, and it's nice that Cena really brought that to the forefront and told Taker how much he actually did mean to the company as a whole for it to actually survive and make it from Hogan to Austin. They needed that bridge, and he was it.
Yeah, and it was filmed, I think, right before WrestleMania Night 1. So what an incredible live experience that must have been. But a lot of people probably went to that and then in unison went right over to Allegiant Stadium. That'd be a fun deal to go. I didn't get to go to that. That'd be a really fun thing to attend.
Oh, massive fail, Tommy. You should have went to that.
I was pushing for it, but my wife was like, when is it? I was like, about an hour before. And she's like, all right.
She's pushing the stroller. She makes it.
Ari said, if you push the stroller, we can go. And Tommy's like, well, I guess we're not going to make it.
We're not going to make it. I love Taker, but I won't be pushing that stroller. That ain't going to work for me, brother.
Yeah, I was a little nervous about it going into it because the top comment on it on YouTube was like, this is like watching Lennon and McCartney and Yoko Ono, and I was like, "Oh no, is she gonna ruin it? Is she gonna ruin it?" But she didn't. Michelle did not ruin it. Actually,
honestly, you forget she's there most of it.
She was pretty. She laid out like she was supposed to during most of it. So
sure,
yeah. No, she was fine. I thought.
Hey, did Stephanie thank her podcast host in her Hall of Fame speech?
I think she did. But I don't know her name, so I guess I don't know for sure. She did.
I think she did.
Okay. Good for her. Classy. We also learned, hey, we all know the Undertaker loves Jack Daniels, but don't you dare send him some shots of Southern Comfort. He will not be happy about that.
he doesn't mess with candy.
Exactly. I enjoyed that. That was good.
That was good.
And then, speaking of Hall of Fame, Taker doing the narration for the opening for the Hall of Fame. That was pretty cool, especially with his connection with the Hall of Fame.
He really is Mr. Hall of Fame now.
Yeah. Pretty neat. Pretty neat to see.
There's a vlog of the backstage, and it was Punk and AJ Styles talking, and he said something like, watch out, like you'll be here one day. And Punk's like, yeah, just gotta watch out for Undertaker. Like when he comes walking by randomly, he's like, yeah, exactly. Right. So even it's a joke for them too,
I hope the tradition continues. So, It's very cool.
Yeah.
All right, did I miss anything? Any other ones we need to get to? Well, he's not on LFG. He has retired from LFG and passed on his spot there.
They did show a nice clip though. I don't. It's the only time I've ever seen the clip where they were explaining like, where's the Undertaker, and they were saying like, well, Taker's down in AAA running the show, and they do show Taker like in like Gorilla, I assume, down there, and he's kind of like got like they show Shawn Michaels with the lollipop in his mouth, and he's got like the specs at the end of his nose, and he's got the headset on and the hat on, and it's Taker doing that, but down there. So they show it for like 3-4 seconds where he's got like the shades are up here on his head, but he's wearing like the regular glasses and he's got the headset on. So they do
Does
show
he have a churro?
No churro. Yeah, no churro. But they do show him for like 2-3 seconds, and you get that little peek of him in Gorilla, which really cool. But that was it. Yeah.
That's wild.
Well, that does it for the Undertaker sightings then. So that'll take us to our In Your House fantasy draft here. Ooh. Now, again, the rules for everybody, if this is your first one or if you don't recall, we'll have 5 rounds here, starting with Steven and snake order style. So when we get to Trey, he'll get 2 picks back to back when we start the second round. But we are going to draft 5 matches. You have to have 1 WWF Championship match on your card, the world title. You have to have 1 Undertaker match on your card. And you have to have 1 mid-card title of any kind on your card. Since In Your House is a little different, it's a more limited time frame, and the titles aren't always the same on every card. It can be an IC title, it can be a tag title, women's title, hardcore title, European title, any of those mid-card titles. And we are including, there were 3 In Your House NXT takeovers, 2020, 2021, and 2022. So all of those are in play as well. You can count the NXT world title as your world title match if you wanted to. So, and any of those titles can count as your mid-card titles. So some fun stuff in there. And of course you can combine picks. So an Undertaker match can also be your world title match and leave you with more room for some wild card matches as well. Any other questions or clarifications we need to do here?
No, you did say we can only use Foley. You did say we can only use Foley once, correct?
Yes. You can only use 1 face of Foley on your card.
1 face of Foley.
And run-ins do not count as an appearance.
Run-ins don't count. Special guest referees don't count.
That's right. Yes.
Are free-for-alls and pre-shows okay? Or
we have set the precedent that those are included. So yes, you can count a free-for-all or a pre-show. Yes.
Awesome.
All right. Well, to kick things off, we have a special guest here to introduce the In Your House draft here.
Call it a Chimio.
Hold on.
Hello there, Alex. Tony Chimel here, the GOAT of ring announcers. First, Alex, want to thank you for ordering this cameo, or as I call it, a Chimio. And this Chimio is for you and your upcoming draft. First, let me congratulate you on the Talking Taker podcast. I hope that goes well for all of you, and you want a special announcement for your draft. So here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, it is your In Your House fantasy draft, and it is scheduled for 5 rounds. Let me introduce the Pod Street Crew. Travis, Alex, Randy, Steven, Tommy, and Trey. Thank you all. Take her easy. And remember, it's going to be a super draft. Thank you.
My
Bravo.
goodness.
Oh, that's amazing.
That's amazing.
I got good. Look at
He is him,
that was
dude.
incredible. I
He is
can't
him, but
believe
he is
it.
him.
Oh my God.
I
That
just
was
got
like the,
introduced by Tony Chimmel. I'm good.
I think we could just close it off right there. I'm good.
Wow,
Yeah.
wow.
Shut it down.
I can't
Shut
believe
it
he gave us
down.
all. he said
Shut it
all of our
down.
teams. Jeez.
That's amazing.
All right.
That's like the Spirit Squad. I felt like it was Spirit Squad. It was Mikey, Nikki, Randy.
This when you think got all the answers. Alex changes the question.
That's right. Wow.
Well, thank you. Thank you for the chimio, Tony.
Yeah,
that was awesome.
We had to get this started in style. All right, I feel great. I'm ready to go. Let's do this. I'm ready to run through a brick wall, baby.
Wow,
Oh my
great.
God.
Wow.
Steven, follow that with the number one
can't.
pick
Yeah, right?
in the In Your House draft.
I can't. I give up my first spot to whoever's next. I can't follow it. Done. I'm out. I give it up. Oh, God. Okay, so I'm first up here.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Oh, gosh. I got to admit, this is one of the hardest ones I had to just compile because I'm not used to all the In Your House matches as you are, like the SummerSlam, Survivor Series, WrestleManias. So I admittedly watched all of them, although I fell asleep through most of them during the night.
Oh.
But, just keeping up, how I did on the vlog,
Osmosis.
Steven
Yeah.
sleeping. Yeah.
I miss not having kids.
I was gonna say I watched 0 of them, so we're the complete opposite.
So
I watched a few matches. I didn't watch any full pay.
I tried
all
to
from
watch
here,
matches like
baby.
that.
Mine's all from here.
So I thought I was going. I'm going to start my Undertaker match, and
dang it.
I thought I was going for one when I started this off, but just thinking about it, I'm combining Undertaker and the world title with the Revenge of the Taker in Your House.
Ooh.
The Undertaker versus Mankind. Undertaker's first title defense after winning it at WrestleMania. And I love that his first title defense is from his old rival. Mankind comes back, trying to disfigure the Undertaker. They got the whole story there about using fire, Mankind trying to all use whatever he can to defeat him, in like mentally and physically. And Undertaker put on a great match together, as they always do. Undertaker throws Mankind through a table, and it all culminates with Undertaker, of course, coming out victorious. He sets the bar for his world title reign, and he burns Paul Bearer at the end. He finally gets revenge on Paul Bearer. That's something that he was denied since Paul Bearer turned his back on him.
Mm-hmm.
He finally gets revenge on him. He burns Paul Bearer, and I like how that story progresses from this match, where now Paul Bearer loses the makeup.
Mm-hmm.
It's now a real flesh face Paul Bearer. He's got no makeup anymore, and then that progresses into eventually getting Kane.
Mm-hmm.
So this Mankind match is like the catalyst eventually to getting Kane, because then Paul Bearer is upset. He's pissed. He's going to reveal Undertaker's secret. He wants to come back to the Undertaker to stop revealing the secret. So it all starts here. Undertaker's first title match from winning it at WrestleMania. And I thought I was going to go with one of my favorite matches for the Undertaker, but after watching this, I thought, it's such a great one to have in my card.
It's underrated.
Yeah, it is.
Defending his title. It's, I was reading about it. It's like one of the most underrated Undertaker matches in all of In Your House.
Mm-hmm.
And just being with Mankind, one of his best rivals, I had to choose this one. It fits perfectly into
Great
it.
pick.
Surprising pick.
Yeah.
I know.
Taker and Mick Foley had such good chemistry, and they showed that throughout '96 when they had that feud. So if you're looking for Taker to have a solid match with somebody to start his title reign with, somebody that's not going to win it, obviously, first month out, no better person to put him with than a security blanket like Mick Foley. And I loved the Revenge of the Taker pay-per-view. Taker fan in me, when we got to In Your House 26, and The Rock was talking about Rock Bottom, the first ever pay-per-view named after a wrestler. I wanted to flip tables, brother. I wanted to flip tables. I was like, did they forget about In Your House, Revenge of the Taker?
Yeah, I think they did.
And honestly, all his In Your House pay-per-view title defenses were solid. Because you have Stone Cold, you have Vader.
Hey.
No
spoilers here. All right.
All his title defenses are solid, and I could have went with any one of them, and the one that started it all is what I picked it. So
okay, so
it is funny. Taker and Mankind feuded in 96, 97, 98.
Wow, good call. That's crazy.
All 3 summers, basically.
Yeah. And it's crazy because going into that King of the Ring 98, it almost felt like, we're going back to this, and then they have the most incredible match. They probably have the most remembered match of all time.
Yes,
crazy.
But good pick, Steven.
Yeah, that's a great pick.
All right, Tommy, that goes to you. Your first round selection here.
That went through me for a little bit of a loop. So I'm like, do I go back to the drawing board? But I'm going to stick with what I'm going to do. It's going to limit me here for the remainder of this draft. But guys, we live in a world of black and white. Rather, the landscape has become a landscape of muted grays, where good is indistinguishable from evil, and renegades receive the hero's embrace. Because I am going back to the In Your House Canadian Stampede. It is the Hart Foundation, a team of Bret Hart, Owen Hart, Jim the Anvil Neidhart. No more Anvil for me the rest of the show, so my very limited.
Dang, brother.
British Bulldog Davey Boy Smith and loose cannon Brian Pillman going up against Team USA, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Ken Shamrock, the Legion of Doom, and Goldust. This does really limit the pool here for me, but I had to do it. It's one of my favorite matches. I went back and watched this, and the whole show is so strange because you have this heel group, and the whole show is built on them going and doing the parade with Miss Calgary, Diana Smith, and waving to everyone in the crowd, and painting the town, Brett in the limo, and then it leads to a complete flip of them coming out and them going, you know what? We know they're not going to root for the baby faces here. So instead, they just went straight up that the baby faces were all heels. Austin comes across pretty grumpy here. And the baby faces they all get this great intro where they all come out. They all do all these different pieces. They all get the adulation from the crowd. Stu Hart gets the adulation from the crowd. It's an incredible match, and at the end of it, it's Owen who gets the win for his team by defeating Stone Cold and getting the pin on Austin. So many other options they could have went with. Instead, they beat Austin, which I just thought was so cool. So it's one of my favorite matches. The celebration in the end with Young Natty, I think even Young Kid is in there. It's just so great. Probably the last great moment for the Hart Foundation. I think Brett says in the book, it was an amazing night. It was the last amazing night we all had in the industry. So really good stuff.
Excellent pick. I'm sure that was on all 6 of our lists there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, for sure.
if someone hadn't picked that first round, it would have been a crime. So good job.
Good
job. That's a first rounder. Absolutely.
Takes a lot of people out of the equation.
It does. Right?
It's the hardest part for me. Even there's even a couple matches where I was like, oh, I know I'm going to be able to pick this. I can't pick that.
Yeah.
This random guy is in this 10 match.
Yep.
So
Especially Owen, Brett, and Austin. 3 big ones for this.
3 big ones for that era. Bulldog, you could probably
but it's worth it
too.
to have
one of the greatest crowds you'll see in wrestling history. That summer of '97 is like my favorite time. I could go back, and that stuff, it's still electric. It still holds up. And it went week to week. Like 1 week, one week they're in Canada, and like you said, the heels are baby faces, and then you go back to America the next week, and they flip it up, and it's just and the storytelling is so nuanced and crazy. It's perfect. And that was, I said before we got on here that I changed my whole draft today, and that was going to be my first round pick as of 2 days ago. So I'm glad I changed it because I started to think I don't think that match is going to make it to me actually. So I was right.
Yep.
Yeah, I almost flipped it here when Steven went with a different match than I thought he was going to, but I decided just to be able to stick with my guns and go that way.
I'm interested to know what you guys thought my Undertaker match was going to be.
Well, we can't reveal them yet. We can't.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see
we can't spoil everyone else's picks here. So,
yeah,
Travis, give us your first selection.
I did not think I was getting this. But
Okay.
I'm getting it. Taking it off the top, my favorite Undertaker match of all time. Alex and I both put it on our top of our list of Undertaker matches. This is it. This is the peak. This is the best Undertaker match of all time. Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels, Hell in a Cell, In Your House, Bad Blood, October 97. The best.
Yeah, man.
And that was another. I thought Steven was going to take.
I thought Steven would take it round one, and so I was.
Nope.
I had it on my list, but it's good. It's not a world title match, and so it's. I get that still later on, but the best, the original Hell in a Cell. Use it properly, even though they get out of it immediately. Like it makes sense. The story that they tell makes sense. It's all great. This is the debut of Kane, right? I mean, this is it. It's such a monumental night. It's so great. And their second ever pay-per-view match on TV. So
yeah. First one was the month before.
Yep. So yeah, my favorite Taker match of all time. Best Hell in a Cell, in my opinion, of all time. Nothing else compares to it. So I got this first round. I'm so excited.
Yeah, it needed to be a first round pick. It's an all-timer. And that's one of the tricky things about it is you think it's a world title match. It's the main event. Yeah. But it's not. Brett was the champion this time. Shawn was the European champion coming into this.
Crazy.
But yeah, an iconic moment, an iconic memory, one of the most important matches in WWE history. It sets up the Hell in a Cell forever. It sets up the character of Kane. It's so good.
Yep.
So good.
I always say this picture right here is me and Deanna after a full day of like 2 kids. Like that's us laying in bed.
I thought we were going a different direction.
I did too.
Oh, I can't even see it. So is it them laying on the ground?
Yeah.
Shawn's over.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So good.
Just think, if Undertaker would have won, we never would have had a screw job.
Right.
Wow. Think about it that way too.
That's a really good point.
Yeah,
we probably put Taker over Clean at Survivor Series.
We've talked about it a lot. Have revisited that one a few times here on the podcast. So, love the pick there, Travis. Got to go with it. I did never even put that one on my draft board because I just assumed that other people would get to it here. So I pivoted. Like I said, I was gonna go with Tommy's pick, but I pivoted here, and I am also gonna combine my Undertaker match and my world title match here. For another one of my favorite matches of all time. You've listed 2 of them already with Tommy's pick and Travis's pick here, but this is another one we hype it up all the time as one of our favorites.
Yes,
it is
I know where you're going.
One of the best examples of a multi-man match in WWE history. Yep. I'm going to go with February 1997 In Your House, Final 4, The Undertaker versus Bret Hart versus Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Vader. So yes, I as well, Tommy, I'm using a lot of heavy hitters here in one match. It's going to be my main event for my pay-per-view here. It's bloody. It's exciting. It's it's wall-to-wall action. No breaks here. It's not like a modern day fatal 4-way where 2 guys will go sleep on the floor. Like everybody's fighting. Everybody pairs off.
Yeah.
2 guys are in the aisleway. 2 guys are by the tables. It's all over the place. It's so innovative and important. Honestly, Undertaker, he kind of is low-key, not even that important in the match for a Taker match, but he still plays his role in it very well, and ends up with Bret Hart coming out on top, winning the world title after Shawn Michaels lost his smile. And again, 97, such a hot period. The WWF like regaining momentum, the Attitude Era starting to come into full force here.
No, and they had to because NWO was kicking their butts on the other channel. You know, it was so innovative and fresh and amazing. Even though it was a bunch of old geezers from WWF, it was an amazing story, and WCW was killing it. And so they had to do something. And so this is, one of the main parts of '97 being so important as it is. Yeah, such a pivotal year. So good call, man. Probably Vader's best match in WWF.
It has to be.
I think so. Yeah.
There's never not movement, like you said, in this match. It's always going. It's so amazing. So
I remember you guys being so high on that match when you were covering it. And for me, I was just back into wrestling a couple of months at that point. And that was one of the first times since I had been back that I was really like freaking out over Undertaker winning the belt, because he hadn't won the belt since I was 10. Or whatever. Like, I'm 17 by now, or whatever it is, 16, I guess. I'm 16, and I'm like really freaking out. Like, he's got a chance tonight, man. If he can just eliminate these other guys. Thought it was really cool too. They had this Final Four concept, right ahead of March Madness and their Final Four. I thought that was really cool. Yeah.
I also I remember I was actually on Talking Taker to rewatch this with both of you. And I do think the Brett win here and like his whole deal winning. So there's a couple of them, right? He wins this one. This is when he wins the title, right? Or is he already the champ?
He wins the title here. He loses it the next night to Sid.
Yeah. So he wins this. This is his his championship number 4. Mm-hmm. And he has the belt up on his shoulder and he's doing the whole like I love you deal on the apron. And then he wins it at SummerSlam and he puts up the big 5. Like I did it. I got number 5. So I agree. This is such an iconic match. If you haven't seen it in a long time, Vader bleeds a gusher of gushers, and
man,
it was right? Yeah,
immediately. Like within 5 minutes of the match, he takes the big boot from the Undertaker with the chair.
Crazy, great stuff though.
And this is a 1-match show. I don't think anyone else is picking a match from this In Your House pay-per-view. If you go back and look at that card, it is like. I won't spoil it just in case, but I highly doubt. All right, Randy, you could surprise us here. You're always full of surprises for these drafts. First round pick here. I do think the heat's going to be on you a little more than ever here tonight because there's just some fun matches. I think people want to have fun tonight. So, what's going to be your first round selection?
One of the matches I was worried about was the first one, and so I got to me. I think, like you said, there are so many good matches in the wild card pool. I feel like I've got backups upon backups upon backups there, so I feel good there. But I'm going to go with my world title match first because it landed to me, and I thought it would go because it's a very good match. It's a legit good match, but a couple things made me pick it. I'm going to go with the No Holds Barred match for the WWF Championship from In Your House 7. Good friends, better enemies.
Nice.
This is Shawn Michaels making his first defense after he won he realized the boyhood dream. This is Nash in his final pay-per-view with WWE until No Way Out 2002. And they really do have a good match. I loved Diesel came out and gave out the too sweet, and he threw his vest at Vince at the table because he doesn't care because he's leaving. I thought that was awesome. And they used a variety of weapons here because it is no holds barred, and they made good on that. They used Hugo Savinovich's boot. They
classic weapon.
Yes. They used Earl Hebner's belt. Diesel hung HBK like Adam Page from the top rope with Earl Hebner's belt. They used the Fink's chair. Diesel jackknifes HBK through Jerry Lawler and Vince's table, and like the table just like swallowed him. It was amazing. Like Vince was telling him, "Stay down." And they used a fire extinguisher from under the ring, and he sprayed Diesel with it. HBK did, and
tell us why you're picking
the reason we're here, folks. Weapon number 6. Diesel tackles Mad Dog Vachon and rips off his prosthetic leg before beating Diesel with it in the head. And then he sweet chin musics him for the 1, 2, 3. Man, I saw a prosthetic leg and I was like, I have to pick this match. But it's a legitimately fun, good match. I thought, I don't know if it's going to get to me, but I have to have this prosthetic leg. Yeah. And I thought it was great that HBK and Jose Lothario are like celebrating at the end and doing the pose and the pyro, and nobody's checking on Mad Dog, who's still dead. Outside of the ring.
I loved it. I watched this one live. This was one of the rare shows I did order back in the day because I was big on Shawn Michaels and Diesel. So yeah, I remember being just flabbergasted at the fake leg. What a creative, out of nowhere moment. So iconic. Yeah, you had to pick that.
I remember watching this and being horrified that they pulled off his leg and literally crying as my dad taked out all of his beer and was just like, they pulled off his leg. They pulled off his damn leg. And he didn't say damn. It's the first time I heard my dad really just unload with the F-bombs. He was beside himself. He couldn't believe it. He thought it was the greatest.
Because of the leg.
He couldn't believe it. My mother was like, "You're scaring Tommy. Stop." And he's like, "I don't care. This is amazing." And to this day, I don't know how we don't have the 3-pack from Mattel of Shawn, Diesel, and Mad Dog Vachon with removable prosthetic leg.
I just took Randy out accidentally.
I would say
I didn't mean to.
One of my dad's favorite moments is at Over the Edge when Jerry Lawler rips off Mad Dog Vachon.
Oh yeah, they ran it back.
Oh, they ran it
back.
Wow. He's in the waiting room. Randy is. Okay. Let him in like the Fiend. Yeah, I mean, he took his leg out of his leg, dude. It's amazing. Like,
I love a good swallow table spot. That's why I picked Undertaker Mankind. Puts him right through it. To just see the legs in the table. It's classic.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, Trey, why don't you give us your first round pick while we try to get Randy back on?
So, I thought the first round would be like Taker, which I'm surprised. Kind of, not really. I don't know, but
yeah, only 3 so far.
Yeah, so I've got back-to-back picks here, so I'm feeling pretty good about. Only 2 of my matches that I had written down have been knocked off the board. So my first round draft pick is going to be In Your House, Ground Zero, 1997.
Great match.
For the tag team titles.
Swerve, bro.
I wanted to make sure.
You've got the Godwins, LOD, Owen and Bulldog, and then my boys, the Headbangers.
Oh my word!
Time to be alive. The Headbangers have never been drafted first for anything, so you made it happen.
Give him a little rub.
Oh, he's restarting the router, and he's come back in. His internet was out.
Oh, maybe I thought I knocked him out. Okay, yeah. So what?
Y'all on that
froze, so I think that he knocked himself out.
Who ended up winning that tag team title match?
The Headbangers, man. It was their first and only title win.
Oh
in
my
WWE.
God!
So cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And this was from Stone Cold vacating the tag titles. Is that right?
Yeah, this is after the Pile Driver.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, because
so
that's August, right? This is September.
Yes.
Yeah, Ground Zero September.
Him and Dude Love had to vacate.
Got it.
He stunned. Yeah, he went in the ring and stunned JR before the match.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And so there we go. Celebrating with the crowd. I love it.
Yes.
They immediately go into the crowd and celebrate with everybody.
There you go. You're immediately over.
Yeah, I think we talked about this maybe last one of these drafts. We talked about Headbangers, and like they had that thing on YouTube on the vault of like them going through their favorite moments. And man, they did really have a heck of a run. Like they had some great times, and they were over. Man, fans loved them. So I'm glad they got that tag title run. A lot of times, especially with tag teams, like some tag teams will get kind of hot and fans will be into them, but they never get that title run. Like Crime Time. Crime Time never got the titles, no matter how hot they were. But Headbangers get to go down in history forever as having a title reign.
So, in your all's opinions, Headbangers, Hall of Fame career?
I'd say they're borderline, but I would allow it.
I think they'll get in also because they have the Legends deal with Mattel now. I think that matters. And so I think there's a chance. And I will say, I absolutely did have this on my later round possibilities. This is a fantastic match. And the Austin showing up, knocking out Owen and Bulldog.
Yep.
And I remember it's like,
Yep, at the end.
Austin's back so soon because you thought he'd be gone forever.
Mhm.
And then B, the Headbangers got the win, which was just so cool. I remember my best friend at the time, Alex, had loved the Headbangers, had the Real Men Wear Shirts, Skirt Steel. And he's like, this is somebody who like listens to the same music I do, loves Marilyn Manson. Like, this is a cool ass tag team. And was so happy to see them get the win. So I agree. This is very cool.
Yeah. And out of the teams that are in that match, you know, you're looking at it and you're like, well, LOD is going to win this, or even Godwin's, because they've been on and off tag champs.
Sure.
So, or you know,
Bulldog
Owen and Bulldog. I mean, they were all legit, you know, tag teams. And then you have the Headbangers, who I'm pretty sure are relatively new. So
yeah,
newer.
Yeah.
So that's huge for them.
Very cool and great swerve there in round one.
Yeah, dude, got me.
Got me good. Got us all. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Can't wait for y'all to rewatch it so you can see your faces.
I was double
do this
fist pumping,
now.
dude, for what you said.
Well,
Is he-
you
is
get
he
to
in the
go
waiting
back to
room yet?
back and open round two. No, still waiting on Randy. So give
All
us
right, open up round two.
your round two selection there, Trey.
All right, round two. I'm gonna
There
get my
he is.
taker match. I'm gonna go ahead and get my taker match.
Randy,
and-
you just missed.
Oh yeah.
Trey, tell him your pick.
Okay, so I went 1997 Ground Zero for the Fatal 4-Way for the tag titles.
No reaction.
Zero reaction. He's
Zero
like,
reaction.
Whatever. Yeah.
He's like, all right, that was
I'm still,
yeah,
no, I'm
great,
still
great
logging
pick.
in.
Great
He
pick.
swerved us. He swerved. We thought he was going with another match from that night,
Yeah.
and he went with this. And nobody's ever picked the Headbangers as a first round draft pick, but he did, and it's incredible.
Oh, that's what he's doing.
I love it.
Okay.
Lead us off with round
Yeah.
two now.
All right,
Right.
all right, round two. Getting my taker match out of the way. I gotta go with Buried Alive 1996.
Oh,
Taker.
Nice.
Taker,
not
Taker
what I thought
Mankind.
you were gonna go with.
Me neither.
Yeah.
I did not think you were going
First
there.
ever Buried Alive match with
Yes, sir.
Taker and Mankind.
Wow, good call.
Another historic match in my opinion.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
There it
Any
is.
kind
Yeah.
of first time
Yes.
gimmick match, I had
Yes.
the first Hell in a Cell. I picked you picked the first, Buried Alive. So yeah, Taker had a lot of
Mhm.
first, very
Yeah.
important matches.
For sure.
So that
And
was
then later on would have the Inferno match. So
That's what I thought.
That's
you were
where I
gonna
thought
pick.
you were going for sure.
I thought you were gonna do that first round, and I
Yeah,
thought
me
you were
too.
afraid
No.
that wasn't gonna make it to you. Again, I pivoted my draft because
Yeah,
I was gonna
so did I.
pick that, but interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
I think this one, I'm glad it got picked. I figured it would get picked. It's one of the big taker matches from In Your House history, and I think it gets kind of forgotten about due to Hell in a Cell between Undertaker and
Mhm.
Mankind. But this one is brutal. Like, they beat the crap out of each other. It's all over the arena, and they have an awesome match. Before they get to all the gimmicky stuff with
Yeah.
him getting buried alive.
this was my next pick, by the way. So my night's getting better.
Ooh.
but-
Oh.
But I had this mostly for, I mean, it's a good match, but I had this mostly for sentimental reasons, because this is the match that did bring me back. This is the famous pay-per-view where, like, I'm flipping in my high school bedroom, I'm flipping channels, and I get to, like, I got to go around the horn all the way to get to channel 2 and get to the top of the order. And I'm in the 90s, and I get to channel 95, and, like, the pay-per-view channel's working, and it's on, but we didn't order it.
Whoa.
And
No
it was Buried
way.
Alive. And like
Wow.
I said, I fell out of wrestling probably 2 years before then. And during that 5 seconds, they happened to mention The Undertaker, which is my guy. And then they mentioned somebody's going to get buried alive. And I was like, what?
Yeah.
And I think it kind of showed me, like, my guys here, and wrestling had kind of grown up with me. It was no longer whatever I saw last in 93. It was for maybe teenagers or adults when I was 16. And so I stayed with it, and I watched that match, and then I was back. I mean, this match brought me in and it hooked me in. Incidental side note, if you watch this match, next time you watch this match, when the heels come out to help bury the Undertaker, because the WWF didn't realize how hard it is to fill a grave, right? So they got all these guys out. That's why they went to the backhoe eventually. But
20 minutes of shoveling, man.
Yeah.
Watch Goldust, because like you got Mankind and Executioner, you got Bradshaw out there, like they're like hot and heavy with the shoveling, but you got Goldust in the back row there, kind of on top of the dirt mound, kind of just like working hard or hardly working. Like, just watch Goldust next time. He's not doing shit.
I'm gonna go back and watch this tonight just to see Goldust.
Oh, it'll put you to sleep just watching him try to bury Mankind or bury Undertaker for 15 minutes. Because that's the thing people forget. Mankind won the match.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Undertaker won the match, but Mankind is the one who buries Undertaker alive. But Undertaker did actually win there.
Oh, I didn't remember that. Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
You got like 3 or 4, I want to say spoonfuls, shovelfuls of dirt on him, and they called for, okay, you win, and then that's when it all went haywire.
And it's funny you had that reaction, Randy, because like as a kid, I was the complete opposite of this. Not that I was like scared of it, but I was like, this is stupid. Like, they're not going to bury someone alive. They're not going to murder someone on TV. Like, why are we doing this goofy gimmick? But of course, it ended up being a cool match and everything. I got over it, but I had the opposite effect.
And I wonder if that's why his hand comes up. I wonder if it's like to let people know, all right, we didn't go that far. It's
very Joker at Axis Chemicals with the hand, and kind of like showing everybody that Paul Bearer was still alive after the concrete crypt. Like, all right, he's not dead. But P.S.
It's like Skeletor in the after credit scene of the original match.
Oh, very much like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes.
So you mentioned you all thought my Taker match would be the Inferno match.
Right? Oh, 100%.
That is it.
Yeah. So the reason I didn't go with that match because when I watched that as a I guess I was in
12 years old.
I was in middle school, 12, I guess 13 maybe. When Kane got lit on fire, it made me so upset. I was like, I'm done with this match. Like, because I wanted Kane to win so bad. And when he ran out on fire, I was like, oh my gosh. So it was just it's a great match. It's an incredible first match, but it was like, it's almost like a sore spot. I'm like, I wanted Kane to win so bad, but it just didn't happen.
I feel you.
It took you 12 years to get the Kane victory over the Undertaker.
I know.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
Long time.
And then it was 3 in a row.
Yeah.
So.
All right, Randy, have we given you some breathing room to pivot here?
Yeah, so I had some backups, and I think that I'm just going to take the handcuff to this match, which is not October, December of '96. It's time, and that would be the Armageddon Rules match with the Undertaker and the Executioner. It's the handcuff that goes with this match because the Executioner, right, is part of this Buried Alive match.
Oh my God.
So it's kind of apropos that Trey and I picked these back to back because you see the Executioner nail him with the shovel. And by the way, that shovel shot sounded like a gunfire.
Oh, yeah.
At that Buried Alive match. And then, of course, we get through, he resurrects at Survivor Series doing his Jesse Katsopoulos thing in '96, fighting Mankind with Paul Bearer in the shark cage. And then in the next month, in December, he gets his hands on Executioner in that Armageddon Rules match where you pin the guy 1, 2, 3, but then he's got to the count of 10 to actually get up. And we find out how bad like Terry Gordy is in '97. He's just or '96, but he's just too far gone and not really good. It doesn't last, this Executioner gimmick. Although I did appreciate the little scythe on his hip, on his little pants there that he had. And they fight all over. They try to make a spectacle of it. Like Terry Gordy is getting thrown from the arena down into is that a river or a lake?
Yeah.
Like,
great moment.
He's getting thrown into the water. And then the coolest thing was when they fight back into the arena, they work their way into the ring. Taker picks him up for the tombstone, and there's water pouring out of his boots.
Yes,
that is
I remember that.
Like right then and there, I was like, okay, that's my backup. If somebody chooses Buried Alive, we're going with this just because it's the handcuff to that. So he beats the Executioner pretty handily there. And to Steven's point, I don't think he gets his revenge on Paul Bearer yet. He has to keep waiting.
Well, and again, another unique Undertaker gimmick match.
Right?
Yeah. That's 3 that we've had here, you know.
Now, this one did Armageddon
not
rules match.
Right. Pay-per-view named Armageddon Rules. There's Armageddon, but there's no
There is
Armageddon
Armageddon
rules match. Yeah.
Okay. Though.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, you go back and watch this match, which don't ever go back and watch this match.
Right.
It's awful.
You can find the finish of him doing the tombstone and the water pouring out. That's funny. But Mankind actually comes out and he kind of works the match for Terry Gordy. Like he interferes, and he takes a bunch of bumps for because Terry Gordy kind of can't. So Mankind does all that, and then while they're going outside the arena, Taker and Executioner, Mankind does this whole thing where he gets put in a straitjacket and entertains the people in the arena. So he's essentially working overtime here to try and carry this match for his buddy, who unfortunately is just was a legend. Terry Gordy's an all-timer, but had a lot of health and drug problems and just was not quite all there at that time.
And also you see this title card that you're showing, Alex, he's got the teardrop and he's got like the black cutoff shirt. Like Trey's match is the end of, people don't think about it, it's the end of Purple Glove Taker, SummerSlam 94 through October 96. Yeah.
Very true. Historic moment just for that as well.
Yeah.
All right.
2 quick things on the Executioner. First and foremost, they had that 4-pack of the Jax figures, and he's in it. And he's only around. I'm pretty sure this is his only. Is this his only WWE match as the Executioner?
I think he has another match or 2 on Superstars.
On like TV.
He may have had 2 or 3 total matches. Yeah.
And so like knowing that figure existed was like the hardest figure to find. And I was just like blown away it even existed when I found out it did. But the second part of it is I remember being pretty afraid of Terry Gordy coming back here as the Executioner, and my dad finding out it was Terry Gordy, thinking, oh, it's this guy Terry Gordy. And I'm like, I know Terry Gordy because of that. If you ever watched ECW TV, Paul Heyman would always go, and it was the night Terry Bam Bam Gordy took on the Beast from the East, Bam Bam Bigelow. And then like right after that, he'd go, it was the night Kimono Wanalea danced atop the ECW arena. It was those 2 things. And so I was like, at least I know Terry Gordy. This is going to be great. And unfortunately, it wasn't.
Unfortunately, it was not.
False advertising.
Yeah.
What time to be alive?
Yeah.
Well, my match for my second round selection was not false advertising, and I was kind of sweating here because I thought this was gonna get stolen by Randy here. Randy, I think you made a mistake with that pick. You could have waited on that one because I wasn't gonna pick this. This wasn't on my first draft, but I'm like, dude, this is too much fun. I gotta do this for an In Your House draft. I'm gonna be silly with it, and I always want to steal something from Randy too. So I'm hoping this is on here.
Oh no!
One of the we've had some banger gimmick matches here. I am gonna go with another one of the all-timer ones from December of 1995. We've got. Can I get the picture up
I'm
here?
safe. This is not on my list.
The Arkansas Hog Pin match between Triple H and Henry O. Godwin with special guest referee Hillbilly Jim.
Yes.
Because you got to have a referee for a hog pin match.
An Arkansas hog pin match.
An Arkansas hog pin match. The rules are simple. You must toss your opponent into the hog pin. They built an honest God hog pin in the middle of this arena with 6 or 7 feral hogs in there. And
feral.
Say what you want
about
the game. You could tell. Say what you want about Triple H, and I've said plenty. You got to give him all the credit in the world for going all in. He actually does. He wins the match. He reverses a back body drop from Henry Godwinn and tosses him into the slop. So he wins, but he gets in Hillbilly Jim's face after the match. Hillbilly Jim shoves Triple H, and Henry Godwinn press slams him up. And honestly, I'm glad Triple H is still alive, because just a minute before this, he gets a massive like hardcore Holly gash across his back from the Hogpin gate, and then takes this huge bump into literal feces and mud. Like, how did he not get some sort of nasty infection here? But here he is still running the company.
E. coli or something,
Dude, this is 90s WWF right here. And I legitimately think it's a good match. Like, you go back and watch it, they have a good match with each other, and the crowd's into it. And it's just basic wrestling storytelling. The rich snob trying to get everybody wants him to get his comeuppance, and he does. That's what we love about wrestling, isn't it, folks?
Absolutely. There have been 9 matches picked so far. 2 of them feature Henry Godwinn. That's insane to me.
My God,
it's Henry Godwinn's night, baby.
Insane.
Tommy's guy.
His first 2 rounds, he's picked twice. That is blowing my mind. So.
Only on Talking Taker.
Had Alex not picked that match, it was next on my list.
Yes.
Whoa.
He beat me to the hog pen.
It's going to be a hot commodity today.
It was on my list too of eventual things I could take in the wild card pool if I needed to.
List.
I knew I needed to get it early.
Not here.
And I didn't realize I'd be a part of the Feral Hog edition of Talking Taker. What an honor. What an honor.
We're expanding our reach.
That's right.
All right, Travis. Good luck following that, pal.
Oh, it's me. Shoot. Okay. I'm doing it.
Yes, sir.
I'm doing it. Are you ready?
Sir.
This is one that I'm stealing. I know I'm stealing this from somebody. It's In Your House, February 1999. St. Valentine's Day Massacre. Austin versus Vince in the cage.
No!
Classic match.
Steven's gonna shut his computer off.
Lose internet like I did.
Yeah.
He's out.
No. Oh,
like
no.
I unplugged the N64.
Yeah.
That's his favorite. I knew that. I knew that was on. I felt bad taking it because I figured it'd be on Steven's list.
Oh yeah.
I knew that was hands off.
List. I had to take it though because it's I got to get Austin and Vince on my card. It's fantastic. It is this match has been building for so long, ever since that stunner in the Garden. I think it was right. He stunned him in September '97 in the Garden.
Yeah.
And it's funny to blow off the Austin versus Vince a month before WrestleMania, but it's a great match. The debut of my brother, the Big Show, Paul White comes out during this.
Beautiful blonde locks.
Beautiful hair comes out. No, he actually, in his interference leads to Austin winning, Great back bump off the side of the cage for Vince. Broke his tailbone, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Bounces off there. It's just a classic match. I had this match on the, what was it called? Was it the Eve of Destruction VHS tape I had? And I had, this match was on it. And it was, I love this match. So. Fantastic. Had to take it if it was still there.
We watched this at the coffee shop there in Indianapolis.
We did.
While we were eating empanadas.
I'm sorry, Steven.
Yeah.
I ruined Steven's night.
Yeah,
How about that T-shirt you got, though, Steven?
You had to get him a T-shirt.
I gotta get you another T-shirt, don't I?
Well, it's great credits to Stone Cold Steve Austin that he's able to carry Vince McMahon. I mean, this is Vince's first match. He would go on to have some great matches and really well-booked stuff, but he's a 50-year-old guy who never wrestled before, and Austin is able to pull out all the stops and turn this into an entertaining spectacle.
Mm-hmm.
And I will say too, because this was played at the end of our trip at the Horror Cafe, I feel like it's renewed my love for this show. It held a special place since it's like the culmination, the end of our trip. And then we walk in and there they are kicking off their Valentine's Day month of horror with the St. Valentine's Day Massacre. Very very cool. And I'll always say, I think the build to WrestleMania 15 between Austin and Rock, all the twists and turns from the Rumble to this, it's just such a fun time. Great pick by Travis.
Peak Russo, man. Swerve, bro. He swerved you.
Absolutely.
Great pick, Travis.
Great pick.
Thank
Travis.
you. I knew you would like it.
Everybody's scrambling here in round 2. Tommy, what do you got here?
I have really one opportunity to choose a world title match that is still good with the folks I have left that no one has taken. So I'm going to In Your House, Mind Games, the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels defending the world title against Mankind. I think it is one of the best matches without a finish, with a non-finish, so to speak, ever. And, I think it did a lot, not only to legitimize Mankind, but to legitimize Shawn Michaels as a guy who can get in there and have a whole different type of match than the matches we're used to seeing him in. It's such a great match. And I remember I liked it at the time, but at the time when I first watched it, I was bummed there was a non-finish. But then when the Shawn Michaels, there was a DVD he came out with, it was like From the Vault, Shawn Michaels.
Yes.
One of the matches that was was a part of it, and they showed all the build and everything. Great underrated DVD, and it really just from that moment on became one of my favorite matches. So glad I was able to get it as my world title match here on the draft.
Great call.
Thank you.
Yeah, shout out to Mick Foley, because we talked about earlier with Revenge of the Taker.
Yeah,
Taker needs somebody to kick off his title run. Give him to Mick Foley. And then you talk Tommy about this match. Like, we need to show Shawn Michaels can get down and dirty and not just be a finesse guy. We'll put him with Mick Foley. And then years later, Triple H needs to show that he's not a finesse guy. And so they put him at the Royal Rumble 2000. Put him with Mick Foley.
Right.
So,
and then years later, you need to do the same with Randy Orton. You put him with Mick Foley.
Put him with Mick Foley. Yeah.
It's crazy. And of course, you got to go with Mr. In Your House during the In Your House draft. The line you hit the other day, Randy? I thought was great. It was a great line about when it matters least, you do the most, or something like that.
Yeah, no, that's Foley. He had his Foley his pod that was brief, and he had a shirt with Conrad. He had a shirt that came out that said "Mr. In Your House." No one mattered more when it. No one mattered more when it counted less. Yeah,
there you go. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, when you want to get Santino over, what do? You put him with Mick Foley, right?
That's true.
You have a Cobra and a Sacco off.
Right.
Absolutely.
Amazing times.
He's still
ruined Steven's night. Yes, Alex is frozen.
Oh, is Alex frozen?
Back to back.
Yeah.
More internet dropping out, but we're back. No. So Tommy, last pick with Shawn Michaels versus Mankind, Mind Games. Steven.
Internet's playing Mind Games right now.
Okay.
That's right. Well, I know your pick got stolen, but get some revenge.
Travis threw me through a loop with that one because I can never be mad at you. So my first pick was Revenge of the Taker, Undertaker versus Mankind for the title.
Okay.
So my second pick is from the same show. Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Bret Hart.
Oh, great match.
For the number one contendership for Undertaker's championship.
Good call.
Great match.
That was great chemistry.
Right? That was the match right after WrestleMania. They were trying to see who the number one contendership is for Undertaker's title. Of course, Austin wins by DQ because British Bulldog comes out, hits him with a chair, gets Bret Hart disqualified. Stone Cold goes on to A Cold Day in Hell and faces the Undertaker, with, of course, the Hart Foundation in the audience.
Yes.
But yeah, this was my backup Stone Cold match, just in case. I thought nobody was going to take McMahon Steel Cage. Nobody.
Classic.
Yeah.
Had it. I thought I had it. So close. That visual of McMahon bouncing off the table. Oh. And I thought, yeah. So
anything can happen in a Talking Taker fantasy draft.
That's right. So this was my backup Austin match, just because his chemistry with Bret Hart,
off the charts.
Exactly. And so it leads up from my first pick with Undertaker Mankind. Undertaker keeps the title. He goes on to face the winner of this, goes on to face Austin. So goes hand in hand together.
you kind of forget that they faced each other again right after WrestleMania. 13.
Oh yeah,
Like, you kind of forget, like they did it back to back, you know,
like Survivor Series, and
96,
they have the spot in the Royal Rumble at the end. Then they have the Final Four, and then they have WrestleMania, and then they have Revenge of the Taker, and then they have the Canadian Stampede match. They were all over the chart. They're all over together in 96, 97.
Well, I got to say, I got to go rewatch this one because I don't remember a ton about it. But yeah, how could it be bad when it's Bret Hart and Stone Cold Steve Austin? So you've talked it up, and I think that's one I'm going to have to revisit here. So I love the pick, and you get to go bring the hammer back to back here with your third round selection.
Ooh, okay. Third round selection, I'm going for my European title match.
All right.
Unforgiven. She is him inside the shark cage as Triple H battles Owen Hart for the European title. Chyna hanging above the ring in the shark cage because she's getting involved in too many matches. Commissioner Slaughter's out there to make sure she doesn't get out. She gets out, of course.
She bends this cage.
She climbs out of the cage. She gives a low blow to Owen Hart. Triple H picks up the victory, wins the European title. I picked this just because she is him.
Good call, man.
If you haven't listened to our previous, I believe that was the Royal Rumble draft.
Yes.
To get the joke on that one.
And if you're only listening, I'm rocking a She Is Him hat, which and then Steven is rocking a She Is Him shirt. So courtesy of
look at that.
The Collecting Dead Man collection on TeePublic. So
That's right. TeePublic.com. Hit them up.
Hit him up style, baby.
So I had to represent Chyna some way in my card. So I thought her being in a shark cage just it just epitomizes this whole thing right here.
Oh yeah. Good call.
Believe it or not, I'm having a hard time finding an image from this match, but
that's shocking. That's shocking to me.
Yeah, dude, Owen Hart, he kind of got screwed over in '98. Got screwed over more in '99, but
well, yes, kind of blocked.
He had a lot of momentum going. 97, 98, coming in as the Blackheart, trying to get revenge for Brother Brett. But you couldn't deny what Stone Cold was doing. But man, if Stone Cold was not as hot as he was, I think you could have had Owen Hart there main event in WrestleMania against Shawn Michaels. You could have had a moment with 100%. Him. He was so over, and got the consolation prize of this feud with Triple H, and it was good matches and everything. But if Stone Cold had not been as hot as he was, interesting timeline what could have happened with Owen.
When he shows up post Screwjob and attacks Shawn Michaels, it felt like, oh my god, like is this real? Like what's going on?
Yeah,
I remember I was
felt real.
Back.
Yeah,
I went to I remember saying like the second watching that event live, like this is our WrestleMania main event. Here we go. Owen's getting the title. Like that has to be why he's back. Like they must have like guaranteed him a title shot or something. He never really gets it, which is a shame.
And Vince making good work of that shark cage he purchased in '96 for Paul Bearer.
Yes,
that's right. Good use there with Chyna.
Yeah, Paul Bearer loosened the bars for Chyna. He loosened it up for her. Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, that's why it's so much wider here. So.
All right, so you've got your world title, your Undertaker, and your mid-card title. So you're wide open for your final two matches there. Tommy, you've got your world title and your Undertaker match, right?
I actually used my world title, and I have not used my Undertaker match.
Oh, you didn't do your Undertaker match. Excuse me. Okay. All right. What do you got here for us? Yeah, because you did the 10-man tag. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yes, he wasn't in it. So all right. So I am going to go with my mid-card title.
Love it.
And I'm going to go to the final WWF proper in your house St. Valentine's Day Massacre for the Hardcore Championship. Al Snow versus Hardcore Holly. This match.
Kick him out, Alex. Kick him out.
Everything.
10 stars.
Kick him out.
10 stars.
It is such a great match. And they come out there, and it's totally like nobody cares, right? Like it's like
nobody cares.
Job Squad. They're just nothing. Everyone's bummed that Road Dogg's hurt. And they go out there and are like, hey, we're going to get a 10-minute match on pay-per-view. We're going to just kill it. And they go crazy. They go battling backstage. They go battling outside into the freaking river that has to be. Look at Al Snow there. He's got to be just
baptized.
Exactly. And they have this incredible match, and it's the last time Bob Holly ever wore those Job Squad trunks. He burst out of them.
Oh, man.
Becomes the big shot, and away we go. I thought this was such a great match, so underrated, so much fun.
It is underrated.
This is the hardcore championship prior to the 24/7 rule. So I thought this was really cool.
I don't want to think about Hardcore Holly bursting out of his trunk. I'd rather keep that.
It's a fair point.
Just think about these two guys though. Like 2 years before this, it would have been Sparkplug Bob Holly versus Leif Cassidy, and here they are.
Right.
They have completely reinvigorated and changed their careers in this match that really puts the hardcore title and the hardcore division on the map. This is early days for that, and shows you what it could be here as they take a page out of Taker and the Executioner's book and go in the Mississippi River.
Nobody's reading that book, but they were.
I'm looking to see if this is the same arena. I want to make sure. Maybe it's
this
the same
was
body
Memphis.
of water.
I don't know where it's timed.
Oh, so that's the Mississippi River then.
Yeah,
I think it is the Mississippi River. Yeah,
they do say that on commentary.
Yeah.
Its time is in West Palm Beach, Florida.
Okay.
Dang.
And you know that river's dirty because there is a
it's in
tiger
Memphis
right there, and there is crap right there.
I just meant because it's in Memphis.
Right in the water.
Yeah.
And I watched a clip of Al Snow talking about this earlier today because this was my next pick. He says it was like freezing, like below freezing.
It's
It's
like
February.
It's like 30 degrees outside.
Yeah. And they weren't thinking about that, and they go in the water. It's like, oh God. And it's like it was like moving really fast. So they didn't like plan this out or anything. I mean, they planned it out a little bit, but they didn't like test it out or anything like that. So
wow.
Cool pick. And yeah, very fun, underrated match. Great pick, Tommy.
Thanks.
All right, Travis, you are up for round 3.
You're up. All right. I am going with the mid-card title here. And I'm going to one from an NXT in your house. So this is from excuse me. I'm trying to find the name of it. Oh yeah, okay. NXT in your house 2021. This is if I'm not mistaken, the only time this particular title was up for grabs in a ladder match. This is LA Knight, versus Cameron Grimes to the
Oh my gosh.
in a ladder match with Ted DiBiase. You had this, Alex?
That was yes.
Oh, this match is so good. It's so fun. $1 Million Man gets some time to shine here. The $1 million title's on there. It's a blast, dude. So I remember watching this live when it came on, and it just had such a fond memories of it, and them spotlighting this title. It was so much fun. So yeah, great match. I didn't know if anybody would have it at all, but yeah, there you go.
Yeah, early days of LA Knight here in NXT with To the Moon, Cameron Grimes.
Baby.
We're still coming out of COVID era, so it's everybody's got masks on and they've got the big glass wall up.
Yeah, it's weird, but it doesn't take away from the match.
I did go back and watch this one because I thought that is so funny and unique, and it's really good.
Yeah,
we hardly ever see singles ladder matches anymore. It's always the multi-man Money in the Bank or the big IC title at WrestleMania. We got KO and Cody at the Rumble we went to, but really, I mean, they're few and far between nowadays. And this was a great example of like an old school ladder match. They're just using the ladder as a weapon. They're not doing dives. They're not doing crazy spots. They're just beating each other up with the ladder and having a lot of psychology of getting the ladder in and out of the ring. It's a very good 20-minute ladder match.
Yeah, it's good.
I forgot that Ted DiBiase was involved in this, so that's a great call. And
it's a legend on my show too. Yeah,
I forgot that Cameron Grimes for a while did like the gimmick where he's rich, like he's rich all of a sudden. Oh, I love
JBL,
that.
Yeah.
That was great.
Yeah, him turning heel was not in my playbook, but it worked, man. It worked with his Wall Street character and To the Moon and all that, so it was fun.
Sure. Yep.
Yeah, a guy
he was
with
babyface and then heel
and
with it. So
just went nowhere on the main roster. Like they kind of neutered him, took all of the fun stuff about him away, and just nothing. Meanwhile, LA Knight
NXT run though. I mean, he's there for years. Like of NXT. Yeah.
I think I was there when he debuted on SmackDown and beat Baron Corbin in like 20 seconds or whatever. I believe that was in Knoxville. I think, if my memory serves me correctly. If not, it was the next week or something we were there. But we saw him briefly on SmackDown.
That was like it for him too. Very weird.
I mean, yeah, he did nothing else. So.
Too bad. Still young though. Still could go. Still, you never could tell. He could be back. Could be on. Could be on Evolve one day over on Tubi.
Yeah, he's only 32. Wow.
Yeah, very young.
Yeah, he's a kid, man.
Yeah.
Well, I'm flabbergasted. I am bumbuzzled here. Two of my picks right here. 2/5 of my card are gone with those last two picks there.
Flabbergasted.
So I'm going to go with the only match I have left, and then I got to scramble for the rest of the night here. But this will be, thankfully, I do have my mid-card match here, and I have used my Undertaker and World Title match. So I'm good on my must-haves. I'm going to go with an early pick. I don't think anyone's picked this early yet. I'm going to go from In Your House number 2 back in 1995. This will be July 95. An Intercontinental title match of Shawn Michaels versus JEFFJARRE right here.
Classic.
Great stuff.
Oh, it is, man. I think it's one of the most underrated IC title matches of all time. I keep saying
100%.
underrated. I think a lot of these In Your House matches are just subpar, as we've talked about. And this is Shawn Michaels. This is really his coming out party as a babyface. Like he just turned babyface post WrestleMania 11, and this is him getting started that push that's going to go all the way to WrestleMania 12. He is so like he'd been a heel for so long, and he just comes into this match, and I fell in love with him as a babyface. He's doing all this funny stuff, all this comedy stuff early on, but then he just has this incredible match with Jeff Jarrett, probably Jeff Jarrett's best WWF match of all time. It goes like 25 minutes, and it's a Stone Cold classic.
Yeah, I noticed that when he first becomes a singles guy and he's got the mullet, and you're like, whatever, I guess, but like as he grows his hair out, he gets better. Am I wrong? Like
sure.
As his hair gets longer, like look at that photo there. He's starting to get better. And then by 96, he's the man.
He's like Samson.
He's the coolest guy in the room, dude. He's got the stubble. He's got, doing the dancing, all of it.
And I will say this is the Jeff Jarrett show. Starts off with
you're right.
Rhodey in a match against, I think it's the 1-2-3 Kid. And Rhodey beats him. Rhodey looks great. And then after that, it's all eyes on Jeff Jarrett being performing With My Baby Tonight live. And I've told y'all, if you watch this on 1.5 speed, it is like the greatest. They've got the band looks like they're just like on hyper speed. Everyone's playing the instruments. It is the coolest thing. And it genuinely looks like maybe no one told Vince about the song because he's like, let's see what he could do. And then like during it, like he wants to be hating on Jeff, but he can't do it. He's just like, oh, this is great. Like, wow. And then he leaves. Like, it's crazy. Then he does that. Then he has this clinic with Shawn Michaels and unfortunately leaves like right after this show, right?
Yeah, he dips out that night.
Unbelievable. Like, if he doesn't, he probably loses this match to Shawn to get ready for a program with Diesel. Like, they saw so much in him, you could tell from these first couple In Your Houses, especially here.
Could have had Diesel and Double J instead of Diesel and King Mabel.
That's right, at SummerSlam.
What might have been.
Don't tease me with a good time.
Oh, what might have been.
Oh, man. A great pick. Right. I'm glad it got picked. It was definitely going to be, if I couldn't get the Shawn Michaels Mankind match, I would have used this Shawn Michaels on this match. It's a great match.
Yeah. I wanted to pick Sean and Diesel. That was on my original card,
Yeah.
Tommy, but I rearranged things, and so this was my backup for that. So if I'm not paying attention for any of these next few picks, it's because I'm scrambling right now. But Randy, hit us up, man. Round number 3.
So I think you hit it right on the head. Like, why are we not picking from some of the earlier In Your Houses? And I'm going to stay early. I'm going to stay at In Your House 3 in Saginaw, Michigan.
Ooh.
From Michigan. And I am going to go with a singles match. This is going to be one of my wild cards. And I don't know, man. How could I not? It's a legit good match, but how can I not pick Bret Hart versus a pirate over a stolen jacket?
Yes. Amazing.
Oh
So
my
good.
God. Jean-Pierre Lafitte is by 1995 PCO. He is a pirate, a legitimate pirate. He's stealing souvenirs and sodas from people
Is he?
in the front
Is he
row.
a legitimate pirate?
Is he a Somali pirate?
Yeah.
What kind of pirate is he? Paul
And so
Burchill?
he's stealing stuff from people. So he decides
Pittsburgh?
to steal Bret Hart's jacket, his captain's jacket with the
That's
epaulets
right.
on the shoulder that we talked about before.
Oh, yeah.
And even though Bret Hart has many a jacket, he's really pissed about losing this one for some
course.
reason. He says it came
It's
from
a
his
good
mom.
jacket. Yeah.
Came from his mom. So they face off as a result of this quandary, I guess, is over the jacket. They're going to wrestle. Kind of a dumb premise to get them here, but the match that they have is great. And one other note, JPL's his pirate gear that he wears to the ring here.
JPL.
Yeah, JPL is crazy, isn't it?
Jean-Pierre Lafitte. I got sick of typing that in my notes, but Jean-Pierre Lafitte's pirate gear, it looks like something I would want Deanna to wear to the boudoir. He's wearing a sheer top, and he's wearing knee-high boots. And he's wearing an eye patch, of course, an eye patch. But I'm like looking at it like, damn, I wouldn't
Is
mind
that-
D wearing that.
Do you want Dee to wear the eye patch too?
Yeah, I mean,
course.
what
Is
she
that
wants.
is that a fetish? for Randy?
Does he have a puffy shirt on?
No puffy shirt, just a see-through one.
Top-
But
yes, right.
You can't
Um,
wrestle on a puffy shirt, dude. What is he, Christian?
Gangrel begs to
right,
differ.
right.
Gangrel wrestled in a puffy shirt for years.
Whatever happened to him?
Who did he ever?
I have
beat?
nobody's
But,
drafted a Gangrel match yet.
That's right. Where we had 2 hog matches.
That's right. But as we know, PCO can go, especially 1995 PCO.
PCO can go.
That's right.
He hits
PCO can go.
he hits a leg drop off the top rope.
That's a new shirt.
He's got the that cannonball finisher that he off the top rope that he misses
good.
here.
With
He
the
also,
pirate, the cannonball. That makes
right,
sense.
of course, yes. He
Yes,
does
sir.
a somersault plancha to the outside. He also misses that, but like he's got all these moves that he's flying all over the place. I'm like,
Because
this
he has
guy's
one eye
huge.
closed.
And
what was that?
it was funny because every time Bret took advantage, and I thought, okay, they had a good little match here. Bret's gonna wind this up here, and this will be it. Like every time I thought they were going home, like PCO would have like a reversal, and they would keep going for 5 more
Yeah.
minutes. And I'm like, oh my god, how much time are they gonna get? So it was like a really good match. And then finally, Bret does put him in the sharpshooter, like when they're both laying down, which I thought was kind of different and cool. Like he puts the sharpshooter on him and then turns him
Yeah.
over, gets him to submit. He wins his jacket back and he gets to celebrate with the jacket. And we never really do hear about the jacket again, but there it is. Bret Hart versus a pirate for a stolen jacket. I had to take that.
You getting a little turned on looking at that picture right now?
Right,
Randy?
right.
I
Like,
will.
is
I
that-
will say. I thought Randy. I was like, "What is he talking about?" Now I'm looking at him like, "No, yeah, all right."
Right.
Yeah, he sees the vision.
Knee-high boots, a sheer top. Like, all right, okay. Take the jacket off. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Oh, what a time to be alive.
You took the words right out of my mouth.
Words right out of my mouth. All right, Trey. We have made it back to you. Long awaited. Your second and third picks right here.
Wait,
Oh
third and
man,
fourth, right?
Yes,
Yes,
my
I'm sorry, third and fourth. Yep.
I was like, wait a minute, we are way further behind than I thought. Okay,
Man,
you've been scrambling.
Second
over. Looks
round,
like
I
you're
would've
doing
been like-
research, dude.
yeah, it's rough over here.
It's rough out here for a pimp.
Yeah. All right.
Bleep that.
Nope. Out of bleeps.
Nope.
Okay.
We're 40 now, man. We're middle aged and crazy, baby.
All right. So I'm going to go for my number 3 pick. I'm going to 1996. Beware of the Dog.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, you are, baby.
And I'm
Let's
grabbing Austin versus Savio Vega in the Caribbean.
Yeah, I didn't even think of that.
Yep.
Now,
Great match.
So the reason, so he still has Ted DiBiase as his mouthpiece, and this is the match that this is the match that if he loses, Ted DiBiase's gone, and then boom, that's where you get Austin 316 from, because he becomes his own mouthpiece.
Yeah.
After that, and it is.
oh man, yeah.
And I mean, there's your Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Is this the one
Historical
that they had to do
significance.
2 nights? Was that
Yeah.
this one?
So this was the
first night it blacked out.
Well, they it lost power, but they
Yeah.
kept going.
They did
so
it, yeah.
They just replayed it.
Yeah.
What, Monday? I guess. Yeah.
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 Yeah. Pretty unique, man. Like that pay-per-view is pretty unique in that how it happened. So, but yeah, I forgot he lost DiBiase here, and that's what makes him his own mouthpiece. Yeah, that's a big piece of history right there.
For
How
sure.
ironic he would choose from In Your House, Beware of the Dog, Trey, because as you were talking about your school day today, I was going to make the joke, oh, your school lost power. Is this like Beware of the Dog? Here we are.
There you go.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, this is you talked about it earlier, Randy, with Buried Alive. This was one I watched. I was at my grandmother's house. We were on, like, I don't know, I guess it was right at the beginning of summer. This would have been May of '96. So, I was bored, like, just all the old people were doing stuff. I was watching TV, and I flipped up to the pay-per-view channels. Watched the free for all, whatever that ended up being, flipped up to the pay-per-view channel. And she ended up having, I didn't have like a clear view of it, but it was like really high quality scramble vision. Like,
Nice.
it was, you could see the picture pretty good and like perfect sound.
Yeah.
So I remember I watched the first match and I was just going to watch the whole show like this. And then the power goes out. So it's like, it's gone. Like I'm trying to figure out what's happening, why I can't see the rest of the show. So like the one time I can steal this pay-per-view, and of course you only get one match out of it. But they redo it 2 days later. In Your House, Beware of Dog 2.
Yeah. Yeah. I think the power came back on during the entrances of the main event.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there has never been another pay-per-view in the state of South Carolina since this in 1996.
Wow.
I think Vince McMahon holds a grudge.
Well,
You think?
Yeah.
I'll never forget just being the most bummed I'd ever been, because here you are as a kid, like that was the time we were able to stay up only late during pay-per-views. Like at pay-per-view, bedtime out the window, we're able to stay up late. So even though this show was only, I think In Your Houses were only 7 to 9, like the idea that like you're sitting there and now you can't see the show. And I just remember like pure panic. Like, what are we going to do here? And then they came back. So I'm pretty sure they did the show in the dark for the people that were live.
Sure.
And then they had Raw. And then they ran Beware of Dog back. And I was like begging my dad to buy the second one, like to get it back. He was like, we've already seen the main event, because they played the first match and the last match.
Yep.
And then they created, if I'm not mistaken, they actually made the DiBiase stipulation that he'd leave on the Raw. Like
You're
the first
correct.
happened, I don't think that it actually went down that way.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. And then they kind of like, in order to have a hook for the show, it was like if Austin didn't win, DiBiase would leave. And I think we made I think we actually did take it rather than the refund. And we're so upset they didn't redo the matches that we already saw. They just replayed like those 2 matches again. And then just did the extra matches again. But yeah, weird show, but good shout out for sure. And a great match.
It's funny seeing the Wikipedia on here, because it's, they put a little D next to dark match, and it's like, but for this pay-per-view, it's match 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, and 10 are all D.
Right.
D.
There were legitimate dark matches.
Yeah,
for
legit.
Right.
this. This was like, yeah, this is probably where they came up with the term dark match, was on this show.
Quite literally. All right, Trey. Well, you get to go back to back here and kick off the fourth round. So how will you get things started?
Next to last pick.
Mm-hmm. So I've got I like to have Kane on my card, and I can't do the Inferno match. I won't do the Inferno match because I was just so upset when Kane lost. So I've got two that are on my short list, and I'm just having a hard time. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to 1999, the St. Valentine's Day Massacre, Kane and China versus Triple H and X-Pac.
Oh, wow. Good call. Yes, she is, baby. China's getting the love tonight. I love it, dude.
St. Valentine's Day Massacre getting the love.
Exactly.
3 matches on that show.
Yeah. And this, I mean, this was a match that kind of showed like, China could go. And it's an intergender match. We need more of those. Who's with me?
I like that.
I'll take it.
Who's with me?
We ride it, Don. Whose car are we taking?
I mean, it's just, I don't know. It was I just like that match. It's really cool. You get the intergender match with China and going up against her real life boyfriend Triple H.
Yeah.
Future.
And then you've got Kane
video
and
partner X-Pac.
My God.
What?
Nothing. Nope.
I didn't say anything.
Those are factual.
Not factual.
Yeah.
Coliseum home video, baby.
Oh my God.
Don't Google it, folks.
They were on many wrestling videos together. Many.
Be careful of what picture you're getting ready to put up, Alex. After that.
Be careful what you
As long as
Google
the
China
AI is not listening.
Yeah.
But anyway, you got Kane and China who are part of the corporation, and of course, what is it? Kane is he threatened to be put in a mental asylum or something like that?
Yes, when they had the orderlies, like always.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that picture, bro.
Awesome. Man, that is awesome.
She is him.
Yes.
It's for sure.
Two absolute monsters.
No,
China is.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say China is slaying, and then look at the size of Kane's arm.
Dude,
look at the size of Kane.
My gosh.
Holy shit.
He looks like Bane in Batman and Robin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boom. Now, next month at Mania is when Triple H would go to the corporation, right? Doesn't he screw X-Pac out of the European title or something?
Yes.
Right? Yeah. And China does too. And they're back together in the corporation. Is that right?
That's correct.
There's a bunch of shenanigans. It's Russo era, so it's a bunch of shenanigans.
Yeah, she and Xbox gives her the Bronco Buster in the corner, and the crowd goes absolutely insane for it.
Damn. It's a shame this didn't last longer with China being a heel against DX. I really liked that dynamic. I thought it was kind of cool to see them it felt like, oh man, how can DX survive without China? Like she's the whole
glue, man. Yeah.
Glue. Yeah, she's the linchpin.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, all four of those folks, hugely important pillars of the Attitude Era. So that's a banger of a tag team match there.
Yeah, dude.
Fun addition to the card. Can't argue with that. Randy, fourth round selection.
Yeah. So speaking of hitting back a pay-per-view multiple times like St. Valentine's Day Massacre, I'm going to go back to In Your House 7, Good Friends, Better Enemies. We're going to get our undercard title here. How about the Intercontinental title match between the Ultimate Warrior and Goldust?
Oh,
no.
Like,
you don't think about the Warrior and the IC title after the 80s really together,
right?
And
there's a good reason.
And you don't think about the Warrior with Goldust really at all. Like you don't think of them like wrestling
being on the same card
together,
no.
right?
Yeah.
It's like kind of like bologna and whipped cream.
Isn't this like a 4-minute match or something like that?
Well, it's if you want to call it that. Like it's Ultimate Warrior's first pay-per-view after squashing Triple H at Mania 12, and this whole thing was Goldust had like a legit knee injury, and he's got a brace on, and they like build the story throughout like the night, like I Ultimate Warrior attacked him or pushed him or something, and now he's got a knee brace on, and
that's right.
And so he comes out for this match, and he comes out with Marlena in this knee brace, and he comes out with Mantar as his unnamed bodyguard with a fedora.
Mantar?
Like he comes out for no reason.
He's not dressed as Mantar.
No, but I know exactly who he's talking about.
And he comes out with this
Tommy's
guy.
popping for Mantar.
Tommy's blown away right now.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe it was Mantar.
The biggest pop Mantar ever got in his career was on this podcast.
I think that's the biggest pop Tommy ever had on this podcast. Mantar?
It's like, well, who is this guy? And then like 96 Warrior comes out looking like Gary Busey, right? And he's got that face paint pyro, like the Sid pyro, which is really awesome.
Which was awesome.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then he does chase Goldust out of the ring, and Goldust is kind of being the chicken heel, kind of petering out. And then so you're right, as your picture shows, Warrior takes the robe and he sits in the director's chair. He takes Marlena's stogie and he's smoking a stogie. And like the Warrior is smoking. Like, this is awesome. And he eventually convinces Goldust to come back in the ring. I'll give you your chair back and your robe, Marlena. You can have the stogie if you want. Like, just come back in here and sit down. He puts the robe on him. Goldust sits in the chair. Goldust kind of extends his hand, like kiss the hand, like maybe the Pope would. And you think he's going to make nice with Goldust, but he burns Goldust's hand with a cigar, and then he clotheslines him out of the chair, and then he ends up beating up Mantar, and that is your match. Goldust retains the IC belt. Warrior celebrates with the fedora on, and that's our evening. Like, wow! When I saw the Warrior smoking a cigar, I was like, I have to.
How could you not?
I have to do this.
How could you not?
Never change, Randy.
I watched this the other night, and I was to the point where he was smoking the cigar in the chair, and I was like, I can't do this anymore.
No,
and
this segment is
turn it off.
This segment is butt. It is straight butt. Dude, I insulted that you drafted this.
Yeah.
This is an embarrassment. Even as a kid, I remember I watched this pay-per-view live. I was like, what is happening? This is awful.
Oh my gosh.
What month is this? It's May?
April 96.
April? Okay.
Yeah. And so obviously his injury wasn't bad enough. They didn't strip him of the belt. They didn't strip Goldust of the belt, but they just thought, like, let's just get through tonight and he'll have Mantar he can beat up Mantar. And I mean, I saw that and I was like, I have to have the Warrior smoking. Like, that's
doesn't
oh my God.
What a great pick. My God.
Doesn't Goldust get on the mic at one point and go, if you people don't stop booing me, I'm going to come out in this crowd and kiss every single one of you.
Every single one of you.
Wow. Every single one of you.
Great heat from Goldust.
Right.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, way to get Marlena on the card.
Hey.
How many Marlenas are the best, Alex?
1, 2, 3 Marlenas. I don't know if we'll get up there tonight.
Can we get Marlena maybe wearing Jean-Pierre Lafitte's gear from earlier?
Throw that into AI, Randy.
Please be careful.
Please be careful.
All right, let me get this train back on track here with a legitimately good match, a pay-per-view that has not gotten any love tonight, but I'm going to shout it out. One of my all-time favorites here, Travis. I know you have an affinity for this show as well. I'm going with Breakdown in Your House, 1998, and I'm going with a mid-card match here, a steel cage triple threat match between Ken Shamrock, The Rock, and Mankind. 3 guys that, again, just go all out. 3 pillars of the Attitude Era here. That's kind of what you see on In Your House a lot of times, is some random matches. This match probably never happened before or since. These 3 guys going out, especially not in the Blue Bar steel cage there in 1998, sort of in its dying days. Obviously, you got steel chairs in there, and it's a really fun match between 3 guys that should be in the Hall of Fame. I'd like to see Shamrock and of course, we still got to see The Rock go in the Hall of Fame one day. But super fun match. One that people don't think about or talk about that much. But It was on my it's on my backups. It was not in my original draft, but I've had to move it up here onto the main card.
Good call. Love that show. That was the first. I got that pay-per-view on VHS for Christmas in 1998, and so right because it was what 3 months after it was on TV. So yeah, it's about when they came out, and I wore that tape out, man. I know it was not the best show in the world, but I love that. I love that show. That whole show.
It's a fun show.
So it's a fun show. Good call, man. Great way to get those 3 guys on the card too.
Yeah. All right, Travis.
One of my other possible matches I had involved, not this match, but there was a different match I had on my short list of backups that I don't think I'll need. Also involved Mankind and Shamrock wrestling. I just thought that's such a combination you don't think about. Kind of like Warrior and Goldust. It's kind of like, man, Shamrock and Mankind wrestled? Like, you just don't think of that.
Yeah.
I was gonna put this triple threat. It was on my card, and then I realized Shamrock was in that 10-man. So
that's right.
Yeah. But this is definitely worth. If you haven't seen this in a while, it's worth a rewatch. If nothing else, the crowd who is just white hot for The Rock. The second the entrances start, they're doing Rocky chants. Everything he does, they're going crazy for. They're booing pretty much Mankind and Shamrock, and they're both. I think they were both baby faces or respected guys at a minimum. And they're just all about The Rock. Everything he hits, they go absolutely crazy for him. And it's like they've embraced him as their next guy, which they take away 2 months later.
2 months later, yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's awesome.
All right, Travis, round number 4.
All right, now, before we started, did you say that the NXT title can count as our WWF title match?
I'll allow it. It's a world title.
Everybody else down with that?
That's down. I like it.
If that's the case, I'm going. A fatal 5-way from NXT In Your House 2021 with Karrion Kross, my boy, Adam Cole, baby, Kyle O'Reilly, Johnny Gargano, not planking, and Pete Dunne. So those 5, I love this match. It is amazing. I love this fatal 5-way.
What year is that?
21. So I've picked 2 matches from that night. The Cameron Grimes $1 million match and this one. So Fatal 5, this is the main event. Great match. All 5 great workers. I mean, does it get any better than those? I know Alex hates Karrion Kross, but
you just had to sneak Karrion Kross.
I had to get him on here for you.
We want Kross. You're the last one on earth saying it.
I figured no one else was picking that, but I honestly thought you might do it just to screw me over, Alex. I really did.
You thought I there's my hatred for Karrion Kross knows no bounds. I could never.
But
you
might have known that I was going to take it and just to pop.
Of course, you can have that garbage. You can make
that
mistake.
It's a great match.
You can
watch
have
it back.
that garbage.
It's awesome. One man's trash, another man's treasure.
I'll never watch that match. No,
so
of course not.
Missing out. Missing out.
Yeah, man. I mean, like Kross was had a big NXT title run there. Of course, Adam Cole, pillar of NXT. I love seeing Pete Dunne get up there, getting that main event action.
Yeah.
So.
And this is when they were pushing Kyle O'Reilly as kind of trying to make him main eventer too. So it was what it was. But anyway, 5 great workers and great fun little match here. And it's my world title match, so I'm good.
Hey, if somebody else can take a match from this show, it'll be up there with St. Valentine's Day Massacre.
That's right.
Yeah.
What did you think of NXT bringing back the In Your House branding?
I thought it was cool. I loved it, man. Yeah, I loved it because I know the first one has the actual house set. I don't remember if this one does or not, but yeah, I know the very first one, 2020, does. It's really cool.
Yeah, they've done Halloween Havoc. They've done Great American Bash. I'm all for that. I'm all for using the classics and updating them, having a little nod to the past, and keeping those legacies alive. I hope they do more of it.
And this is bald Karrion Kross too.
Raquel Gonzalez has been there for 5 years, right?
NXT Women's Champ right there.
Yeah.
Right?
Wow.
Only her and Gargano are still there. That's crazy.
Wow. Good.
Oh, Pete Dunne is he's one of the Grandes.
Well, allegedly.
Well,
allegedly.
Right. Steven's right. Allegedly, we haven't seen him.
I haven't seen him in a while.
So,
all right, Tommy, what do you have for pick number 4?
All right. Well, I am going to go with my Undertaker match.
Okay.
I was gonna go with the Inferno match, but I'm not gonna go there. I'm gonna stick with my original pick because I think it's fun. I'm going to go back to In Your House 5, Seasons Meetings, the casket match between The Undertaker and King Mabel.
Let's do it.
I love, this match is that's a showcase for Taker. So I've got 3 big matches already on my card. And I think a nice kind of bring me up match is Undertaker in the Phantom of the Opera mask gimmick, which I love that Taker from 95 coming for revenge on Mabel. Clearly they've only kept Mabel around after he about killed Diesel at SummerSlam so they could blow this feud off, because right after this, Mabel's done. This is it. This is pretty much it. He's in the casket, and that's pretty much the last you see of Mabel in WWF. But I really like this, and I was watching this match, and I went back and looked at kind of some of Mabel's pieces here. He's 24 in this match.
So young.
That's he's a baby, and wins the King of the Ring, main event SummerSlam. Like, he was super young. And I just think it's fun. And I will say, he busts his tail. Taker hits the choke slam. Mabel does everything under the sun to get up as high as he can here. So I do think it's a fun, little underrated, no more, I think it's maybe 6 minutes total, and fun stuff as Undertaker gets the emphatic win in the casket match, gets Undertaker on the card here with his signature match, also gets Sir Mo, may he rest in peace as well. They got Stars Galore, they got Stars Gala, Men on a Mission, one of my favorite teams. Another team that never won those tag titles, unfortunately.
They did. They had like a 2-day reign.
Oh, they did? Wow.
Yeah, they did right before WrestleMania 10.
Wow.
Because I think Mabel fell on top of Pierre and
he couldn't get out.
Accidentally pinned him.
Wow.
So they won the titles at a house show. So they do have that.
You missed the most important part, Tommy. He gets the urn back.
Yes. Yeah,
chain.
Right, because the chain is under. Oh, and not only that, but there's this awesome moment at the end where, like, Taker at this point isn't really showing much emotion, but right at the end of this match, he signals that he's coming for the title.
The title, yeah.
Which is very cool. I like this match a lot. I kind of, for whatever reason, I always kind of like King Mabel. I'm one of the few.
You do always like King Mabel.
I do like King. He fits the mold of crappy wrestlers that I love. So
I've turned the corner on Mabel, going back and watching some of this stuff. Like, I'm not holding him in high esteem, but he's not as bad as he gets a rap for. Like you said, Tommy, he tries. I think he gets put in a position he was not ready for, like thrust into that main event scene. But he goes all out. He bumps. He's got great facial expressions. Like, he really puts in the effort there, and it just not always that great, but I appreciate the effort that he puts into it. So I give him a lot more credit than I used to.
One of my favorite. That he was so young too.
Oh yeah, that's insane. I didn't realize that. One of my favorite things about this, when we first covered this on Talking Taker, was this was our Christmas episode in 2017. This is our first Christmas episode. Yeah, it just happened to time out because we did them every Friday, and it just happened to time out to come out the Friday right before Christmas, and it happened to be Seasons Meetings. It was meant to be.
Meant to be.
Did you guys do a on the show Christmas gift exchange?
I don't know that we did that year.
I don't know.
I don't think we did that year. We talked about favorite Christmas gifts and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I got to go back and listen to the Talking Taker of that one now, though. That'll be my.
Yeah, that was our
Christmas tradition.
Christmas.
Yeah, for sure.
And what a gift here that we're back to Steven here for his final 2 selections. Round in the corner for the last leg of the draft here. Close out round 4. First of all, Steven.
Okay, I'll close out round 4 with Judgment Day in your house as the Headbangers take on the New Age Outlaws.
Wow.
And I only picked it because basically Road Dogs smashes a JVC Kaboom box over the head of Thrasher. And I just thought, you know what? That's a moment I need.
That's reason enough right there.
That's reason enough right there. I got nothing else to say about that match other than Road Dogg. The Headbangers win. The Headbangers win by disqualification because Road Dogg slams a JVC Kaboom box over the head of Thrasher.
Wrestling's about moments, and that moment stuck out to you enough to be put on this card. I'm with you.
That's product
I
placement.
sign off on it.
They're a sponsor.
Exactly.
Right there.
Oh, they were a sponsor. I wanted
were a
one
big
so
sponsor.
bad.
Oh,
that
definitely, yeah,
sponsorship worked on me big time.
Yeah, I definitely had one at some point because of
What?
them always bringing out the Kaboom box. Like that was like my big gift for Christmas
Of
one
course
year.
you did.
A
Only
JVC.
you.
Of course you did. Right next to the China Playboy. Tom.
Now, did
Cranking that
advertising-
up while you were cranking it up.
No. did that advertising work as good as it did at DoorDash from this year's WrestleMania in my house the other night?
Right?
Because that DoorDash commercial came on, all of a sudden we had DoorDash at the
I
door.
never saw
Crazy.
an ad work so well. Than
It worked
DoorDash.
immediately. Was that on Trey?
Trey.
Immediately.
Yeah.
He did.
Tommy, we had a DoorDash ad on TV, and then like Trey orders from DoorDash immediately afterward. It was an immediate
Yeah.
advertising like win for them. So it was crazy.
Wow, that is awesome.
Kaboom
But
box.
yeah,
Way to
I
go.
can't
Steven.
even get a picture for that match. So go ahead and move. Go ahead and move on to pick number 5.
Classic.
Hey, just FYI, I'm looking up JVC Kaboom boxes on eBay.
I should have got a picture of that. Yeah.
JVQ, it ranges from $200 to $500 on
Wow.
eBay.
Wow.
The
You
JVC
can
Kaboom
thank-
box.
You
Worth
can thank
it.
the WWF.
Mhm.
Thank the Road Dog.
Yeah.
Thank the Road Dog.
Wow.
Okay, so now I close
Bring
it out
it
here.
back.
Close your show out.
Yes,
Close
our
my show out.
final pick here. Got to go out with a bang.
I'm going out with the biggest bang. Over the Edge in Your House, 1998. Mask versus Mask. Kane
Oh
versus
no
Vader.
way!
Because Vader is just a big fat piece of shit.
That's right.
Is that what he says at the end of this match?
That's what he
Yes.
says at the end of his match. He's just a big fat piece of shit. And you have Paul Bearer doing it's Vader time and Vader's mask.
That's right.
Yes, he did.
It's Paul Bearer time. It's all about the
Oh,
moment. I have nothing to
man.
say
It
about
was-
the match. I have nothing to say about the match. I'm keeping it short, keeping it sweet. Paul Bearer puts on Vader's mask, does the Vader time all around the ring, and then Vader says he's nothing but a big fat piece of shit.
And
that's my
I got
card.
that promo ingrained in my brain.
Is that the
I
end of Vader in
think so.
WWF too? It might be, right?
Yeah.
He
I
does
think
come
it was-
back briefly,
By and large.
but
It's
yeah,
pretty
I
much
mean,
the end of it.
How
Yeah.
else do you come back from that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean
I
the month prior, Undertaker did the plancha over the Inferno and slammed on him and Kane. So it's
Yeah.
there you go.
Wow.
I didn't remember that
Wow.
this was 2 matches until I was researching for this show, and I thought about that promo too, Steven. I was like, oh, if he says that, I have to get that on my pay-per-view. And I was like, I said that's No Way Out of Texas. They face each other at No Way Out of Texas, and he says that, and I watched No Way Out of Texas, and he
No,
didn't
sir.
say it. And I'm like,
No,
well,
he
because
did.
he does a stretcher job, and I'm like, well, when does he say I'm a fat piece of shit then? And I didn't realize or remember that they had that. No Way Out of Texas, they have Mania 14, and then it eventually leads into May here and at this pay-per-view, and they have a second match. I didn't realize or remember that it was 2 matches, and it's the second time around that he wants revenge for getting hit with that big wrench at No
Because
Way
you got to
Out.
run that back. You got to run back Vader and
Absolutely.
Kane.
Well,
How do
yeah,
you not?
catch as catch can
Yeah.
right there, and
my initial plan for my card was going to have like all different in your houses, but I had to choose 2 from Revenge of the Taker because my St. Valentine's Day Massacre was chosen.
Hmm.
But
Hmm.
everything else worked out. Everything else worked out for the best.
I think he did say, I guess he didn't say it. His family said on that Dark Side of the Ring that that was not something he wanted to say. That was something that Vince told him to say.
No.
Take
No
that for
kidding.
what,
100%.
it's worth. Yeah.
Oh, you know he said
is
it.
a-
Vince let out a bear. Ah, that's such good shit.
Play that back.
Wow.
All right, hold on.
Oh, hang on. We're going to have Paul Bearer in the Vader mask.
Oh, that would be amazing.
No.
Or the audio of "I'm just a fat piece of shit."
You can talk.
He actually has to
it's-
correct
it's-
himself. He says I'm just a piece of shit, and then he has to say it again because he forgot the fat part.
Oh, here we
does
go.
Oh, where's the sound? Oh no, that's the whole point.
We can hear it.
Yeah. You can hear it? Okay. I can't hear it on my end.
Oh yeah.
Any excuses? I came here tonight to compete. I got my butt whipped.
Poor Leon.
I made the biggest mistake of my life. I trained. Look at me. I'm so big.
He does say it twice.
and who else but
Why?
me would have?
Why does
who
he
else
say
but
it?
who else but me would have somebody on the card saying
That's-
that's fat?
That's your MO right there.
Nope.
He's
On brand.
Yep.
Oh, brother.
That's
I didn't even think of that.
Oh, there you go.
All right. What a
Way
way
to
to
ring it out.
Yeah. All right.
Wrap it up.
All
Drami. Put
right.
us up.
All right, here we go.
Finish it
Final
up. What's your
pick.
cleanup?
Yeah.
Final
Try
pick.
following that one.
I am going back to a show that I think is not good, but at all. But I will say, this is the second match chosen off of WWE In Your House 12.
Okay.
It's time.
It's time.
And I am of course, Vader nowhere to be found on that card, despite
Right.
this card being named after him.
Oh, poor Vader, man.
Don't
Nothing
get
hype
nothing
for
but the
Vader.
He's nothing get but the short end of the stick on this.
Vince is a Vader hater. Yeah. Drinking that hater.
Certified.
I can't pick this match.
Uh-oh, we got a problem.
We've got a problem. I'm gonna have
We
to
need an
pivot.
audible. Call an audible.
Dude, take one of those NXT things.
Tommy's on the clock.
So yeah, okay. So I'm gonna have to.
Why
I'm
can't
gonna
you
have
pick it?
to- I'm not gonna pick yet. I can tell you what my pick was gonna be, but I don't know if anyone else is thinking about it.
Right.
So I'll leave it there. I'll tell you what it was in the end. All right. So I do have a pivoted pick, and I'm gonna go with a tag team title match. In fact, it is going to be an NXT tag team title match
Ooh.
from NXT In Your House 2022. It is going to be the Creed brothers fighting not only for the NXT Tag Team Championships, but for the right to remain in Diamond Mine against Pretty Deadly.
Yes, boy.
boy.
Yes, boy.
Yes, boy. Elton Prince and Kit Wilson. So I had to have it there. I'll leave the dance up to Travis. It's far better than I'd ever be able to.
I got my Yes Boy hat, my Kit Wilson hat.
There you go. So I had to. I didn't want. I was leaving it there in case you wanted it, Travis. But then I realized I was ineligible for the random ass match I was choosing. So here we go. Great
Don't
match.
leave us out. What was the random ass match?
Well, he can't
was-
say it.
We'll say it at the
Say
end.
yes. We'll say
I'll
at
say
the
it
end.
at the end, just in case someone else has it lined up. I don't want to steal their thunder.
I saw this and I thought Travis was gonna pick 3 NXT matches. I thought
Yeah,
he was
I
gonna
don't-
go up.
He still
You can
might.
still.
You still
Oh.
you can, yeah. You know, there is still a Wendy Chu match on the board, so you never know.
Ooh, don't tempt me with a good time.
Choo choo choo.
But no, this is a fun match.
I remember this
really underrated. You don't think about the Creed brothers and Pretty Deadly being in the company now for over 4 years, but they tear the house down here, and they build the Creeds up as such a big deal. This is definitely their crowning achievement in NXT. Their family's there. They go through like their entire timeline of life.
Oh yeah, their family. I forgot about that.
Yeah, their parents are there, and they do get the win. They get the titles back. Pretty Deadly is like a legitimate badass heel team.
So good.
So great. And and Wade Barrett, I think, may have gotten his job on SmackDown because of how great he was during Pretty Deadly matches. He keeps doing the yes boy.
Yes, boy. Yeah.
So great and underrated show, and that entire show is underrated.
Mm-hmm.
But this match here is a great one. So happy to have this on my card.
Oh, I'm so glad you got
NXT
this on there.
2.0 representation.
Yeah.
Look at
Wow.
Who would have thought? Love
The
that
Creed
we're getting.
phone must have been broken last Friday. I'm just saying.
Oh,
Right.
man.
How'd they survive?
I'm ready for a Creed resurgence here.
I hope so.
On the radio and in WWE. All right.
Can you take
Creed
me
research.
I'm a big Creed Brothers guy. All right. All right, Travis. We're going to be 3 for 3 on NXT matches here.
All right. Well, I was gonna go to Canadian Stampede and pick another match from there, but
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna show some more love to NXT.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
we knew
show
it.
some love to the ladies tonight. This
All
match
right,
to
finally.
me is an all-timer. I love this match. It is imprinted in my brain. This is NXT In Your House 2020, the original when they brought it back. This is Rhea Ripley versus Io Shirai at the time, and Charlotte. NXT Women's Title match.
Wow.
Io jumps off the top of the set and does a splash onto both of them. It's an awesome match. Really, really good. This is when Charlotte had won the Royal Rumble, I believe, and challenged Rhea at WrestleMania.
Yes.
And
COVID
then,
year. Yeah.
and then later on, they had this triple threat, and it is incredible. This is one of my favorite finishes. Charlotte has Rhea in the figure 8, and Io does a moonsault off the top onto Rhea, and it kind of hits Charlotte too. Charlotte kind of falls off, and Io pins Rhea right there to win the NXT Women's Championship. In an incredible spot. Really, really fun finish.
So it's who wins it?
Shirai.
Io Shirai.
Right. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Charlotte comes in with the title, but Io, I think this is her first NXT Women's Championship, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
yeah, great finish to the match. I just spoiled it if you haven't watched it, but go watch it. This is a really, really good match.
Look how different Ripley looks. Jeez.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Completely different.
Wow.
Cool choice. Our first women's match.
Had to give some love. There's no women on any of our cards. I had to put it on
Well,
there.
China's on.
China.
But she's
China.
him, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
It's him.
Yeah, come on.
And two future pillars of the women's division in Rhea and Io. Obviously, Charlotte already was.
Yeah.
So cool to have them in this NXT women's triple threat match. And this is like the last big show before COVID, right? Is this 2020 or 2021?
This is 2020.
2020.
Yeah.
I think COVID already happened. Though.
Oh, this is already.
Yeah.
Oh, this is
There's nobody.
after Mania. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, this is
Gotcha.
after. There's nobody in the crowd. Yeah.
Okay.
It's empty. That's the only thing it takes away from. But I'm telling you, the match they put on is fantastic. You really should go watch it.
Are there
Something we
two
could see still, and they could run this back.
Oh yeah.
are there two women that have more chemistry together than Io Sky and Rhea Ripley?
I don't think so. Not right now.
I don't think so. I mean,
There's-
it's like magic every time they get together.
Every time.
And even
time.
back then, Rhea still hasn't beaten Io Shirai or Io Sky.
Yeah.
That's her
That
one
was-
bugaboo. She
Wow.
can't break the Io. She can't topple Io. She poses at the end of every single show unless she goes against Io Sky.
It's like Taker and Brock. Everybody has their person, right? That they
Yep.
can't get through.
Yep.
I was thinking the other day on Monday during Raw, I was like, I understand they changed names to make it more, I guess, palatable and easier to say. It looks good on a T-shirt, but like, is Io Shirai really that hard?
I know.
Like, why? So it always seems so redundant to me when they're like the genius of the sky, Io Sky.
I hate that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Allow me to introduce myself to myself. you know?
Yeah, exactly.
So dumb.
Sure.
I just,
Yep.
All right. Well, I am also going to show some love to a woman here with my final pick and get a woman on the card. That woman is going to be a pillar of the early In Your House days. Her name is Sable. And
Ooh. Yes.
I could pick the evening gown match, the first ever evening gown match, but I'm going to Trey said he wants more intergender matches, so let's go with Mark Mero versus Sable from 1998, and Sable with a great ring attire here. Roll Tide on that one. Now this is a little popcorn match here in the middle of my show, because if you don't remember this, I understand, because it's not really a match, but this is Mark Mero has been
It's an angle.
Abusive to Sable for months now, doing just covering her up and making her be his servant and everything. And so finally Sable's going to stand up for herself. She's going to have a match against Mark Mero, And Mark Mero comes out and he's just like crestfallen that's come to this. He puts on this great act. He's saying, he's so sorry. He didn't want things to come to this. He's seen the error of his ways. He wants to make it all up to Sable and to reunite. And so to sacrifice, he's just going to lay down right there in the middle of the ring and let Sable pin him so this can all be over. So Sable's questioning it. She doesn't believe it. She's stretching it out, but finally she gets on top of Mark Mero. The referee starts to count, and Mark Mero just rolls her up on the other side and gets the pin. 1, 2, 3. And just has this cocky heel celebration. And as the stipulation goes, Sable is actually out of the WWF forever. She gets her suitcase and walks out of the arena with her butt cheeks hanging out, just like that. And in this really sad shot. She's back like 2 weeks later with no real explanation.
Of course.
But at the time, it was very creative, very memorable. Like Travis said, it's a storyline. It's an angle right there. And I've got a lot of gimmick matches, a lot of big high-octane matches on my card. So this will go right there in the middle, a little breather. And I think I texted everybody, if you look back at the 95 to 99 In Your Houses, I think Mark Mero might be Mr. In Your House. He is on every single show, and he's always been a favorite of mine. I think he's great babyface, great in-ring performer, Johnny B. Bad, all of that. And I loved him as Marvelous Mark Mero, just a dirty, rotten, no good heel. So that would be my final pick, something a little silly, goofy there for the middle of the card.
I had a couple of his matches on my short list of stuff too, and it's so funny. Too. As Alex texted that,
someone had to pick him.
Yeah, Alex was like, who's Mr. In Your House? Mark Mero. I'm not kidding. I had a Mark Mero match on.
There you go.
My iPad, and I was like, is Alex in the room right now? Like, how does he know that I'm watching Mark Mero versus somebody? I don't want to.
Triple H, Leaf Cassidy. I don't know. Owen Hart. He's all over the place. Butterbean. Oh,
Butterbean. That was the match.
DX.
That was the match. That was the match.
Great.
Right? Like crazy. And I will say, I was almost going to pick. He has some. When he's well, man, he has some good matches for sure.
Wow, man. Yeah. All right, Randy. Only a short time left here for you to make a selection.
My last pick. As a member of Mini Kiss's Inner Circle.
Oh, here we go.
I've got to choose at least one mini match, and there was 2 to choose from.
Yes.
And I got to be honest, my initial knee-jerk reaction was Bad Blood 97, tag team match, 4 luchadors instead of 2, more action. I thought it was interesting that the match was because Brian Pillman had passed away, and they needed like some filler.
Oh, is that true? Wow.
And so they couldn't do Brian Pillman versus Dude Love, so I'm like, I'm going Bad Blood 97. I'll watch the Ground Zero one-on-one match just for kicks, but it's just for insurance. I'm not picking it. I watched the Ground Zero match, El Torito versus Max Mini, blown freaking away. Blown away. Forget Bad Blood. Forget that. We're going with El Torito and Max Mini at Ground Zero, September 97.
5 stars.
This one starts off with El Torito coming out, and JR says, El Torito, King, that's not a corn chip. And
wow.
Now clarify here. We're not talking El Torito from
the WLC
2014, right?
Different guy, yeah. Different guy, obviously. The ring psychology here is what got me. The ring psychology here is Torito. Torito's the Rudo here, and he keeps biting Max Mini on the ass. And Max doesn't like it.
It's a good time.
And this happens 2 or 3 times. And Mike Chioda isn't seeing it. He's not, he's doing it in a clandestine way. He's not catching
doesn't
it.
Want to see it.
He's not enforcing it. And so Max Mini is pissed. So Max Mini kicks Chioda in the shin and then bites him on the ass in response.
Sure.
And that causes Chioda to chase Max Mini around the ring. Max Mini powders out of the ring, and he goes to sit on Jerry Lawler's lap and steals his crown.
Always.
And puts it on his head twice. I think Lawler takes it away, and then Max Mini puts it right back on his head. And they give him a good 10 minutes here, by the way. This isn't a 30-second thing. This is 10 minutes. And they do have a lot of good moves. There's like Max Mini did like a cool springboard plancha to the outside at one point. So they have a lot of good moves, but it's so funny that this match ends with like Max Mini just gets a simple roll up on Torito 1, 2, 3. Whole game. They just said go home, and they were like, okay, no problem. But I saw the whole like thing with like he's getting bit on the ass and he's pissed about it.
That's
so
a
he's
fun
gonna
story.
Yoda on the ass, and I'm like, forget Bad Blood. We're biting on the ass. We're picking this one.
That was a good
Travis
time.
trying to put you over there. Oh, yeah, that's a good story. Yeah,
It is. I like a story.
It's almost like Vince went to the bathroom. Vince went to the bathroom, got back and went, "Whoa, the minis are still out there. Take it home.
Take it home.
They gotta get home.
I do have a Max Mini story from this year's WrestleMania.
What?
Wow.
I was at the WrestleMania Superstore, and Dakota and I took a photo in front of the Roots of Fight Undertaker poster, and some a wrestling fan comes over. He's like, "Oh, you Undertaker fan?" I said, "Oh yeah, Undertaker's great." He's like, "He's booking AAA." I was like, "Oh yeah." I always, of course I know, but I always,
Sure.
I always try to play it off. What?
Sure.
Oh God, no way. He's like, yeah. He's like, that guy? He's like, the guy they have there, Microman? I said, oh, the Mini. Yeah, of course. He's like, you know who he is? I said, who's that? He's like, he's Max Mini from back in the day. And I was like, no way, that's crazy. And then he walks away, and Erica goes, did you know that? I was like, oh, he's completely wrong.
Just let him have it. Yeah.
I don't think Microman was alive by the time Max
I was
Mini
going to say,
wrestling.
that's insane.
Right?
No, it's not. No,
Good
it's
for you for letting him have it, though.
I let him have it. He totally went over there and went, wow, that guy doesn't even know that Undertaker's booking AAA, let alone that Max Mini is having a resurgence here. But yeah. So
The life you live, Tommy. The life you live.
Yeah.
Trey, take us home. I don't know what else to say.
Take me home tonight.
All right. Well, y'all can throw this out if you want to. But I'm going.
We've already not thrown out some other stuff. I think you're good.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Because the only match I need is my world title match.
Ooh, all right.
So I'm going 1998 No Way Out. Jeff Jarrett versus Bradshaw for the NWA North American Heavyweight title.
Wow.
And you got Jeff Jarrett with Jim Cornette.
Wow.
At ringside with him. And it just kind of, as the match goes on, it just kind of falls apart. And then you got all the NWA guys, my boys, the Rock and Roll Express, rushing to the ring to help.
Oh, man,
I'm not sure they were rushing at that point in time.
Reluctantly stomping to the ring.
Yeah.
But it ended in disqualification. Due to I think it was Bradshaw hitting Cornette or hitting Jarrett with the tennis racket, infamous tennis racket.
Classic.
And
Main
after
event
that
anywhere.
happened,
anywhere in the country, baby.
Yeah. After that happened, the NWA guys came running down to help out, and then after they come down to help out, then you got Road Warriors, Hawk and Animal come down to help out Bradshaw to run everybody off.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's something I would do. I love it.
Good luck trying to find a picture, Alex.
I'm working on it, man.
I will say, who would have thought in that match 5 years later, Bradshaw would be the world champion for
absolutely
a year.
No one.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how crazy. He's like out of shape and ill looking then, probably. And yet he is 5 years later as your world champion.
It's crazy. Time is funny.
Great pick.
What a cleanup
that was
on
a
our
title
draft.
I was not expecting.
That's
come
awesome.
into
I love
play
it.
tonight.
I had to go with the hometown
That's right.
hometown heroes with the Rock and Roll Express here from Northeast Tennessee.
I love it.
I actually, I dug. I wanted to like this NWA invasion angle. I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
They were I was like, oh yeah, old school. They're pulling the
Yeah.
NWA out. That's
sure.
cool. They're referencing that. That's a big deal. That's historic. And then, oh man, it was just dreadful television.
Yeah,
Everything.
it was bad.
Yeah.
They wanted to, they were going off of how it was more, I don't know, what would you say?
Like traditional, like against the
more
Attitude
traditional.
Era, like,
yeah. Yeah,
And
it just
turns
didn't
out
work.
tradition bites.
Yeah.
As the NWO would say.
Wow. Man, we had some interesting title matches on these
Yeah.
cards. We're all over the place.
Ran the
We had the
gamut.
We
$1 million
really did.
title,
Yeah.
NXT title, hardcore title, NWA title.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got them all
And
in.
that's really
Still
cool.
not finding a picture, huh?
We got a dose of everything.
Hold on, I'm coming.
All right.
All right.
I will read-
So
Just put the kaboom box back up there.
I could have done that.
Hey, there we go.
There you go.
That's right before the match. Yeah.
Yep, pre-match promo. I got one in there. What an image to end on. Jim Cornette without glasses is like nightmare
Yeah.
fuel, dude.
Right.
That doesn't look
Yeah.
right.
Very strange. Put your
That's a
glasses
five
back
head.
on.
Yeah.
Jeez.
That's like 5 Wendy's deep.
Oh.
He is looking chunky.
Yeah.
And,
So, yeah, I'm just
All
going
right.
to leave this. Everybody needs to go. If you haven't listened to it, go look up Jim Cornette's Wendy's order and have a good night.
Yeah. Can I draft that for my card?
Yeah.
There you go.
All right, Steven, run through your card, recap it for everybody so everybody out there listening can decide who had the true best in your house card. What card really embodied in your house the most?
Ooh. Okay. So we'll open my in your house card with Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Bret Hart for the #1 contendership at Revenge of the Taker.
Yep.
Then we'll go to the Headbangers versus the New Age Outlaws at Judgment Day in your house for the tag team titles, starring the JVC Kaboom Box. Then we go over the edge with Kane and Vader in a mask versus mask match, where Vader is just a big fat piece of shit. We go to Unforgiven in your house, where Triple H retains the European Championship thanks to She Is Him China, escaping the shark cage and giving a low blow to Owen Hart. And we end the night at In Your House, Revenge of the Taker, where The Undertaker retains his World Heavyweight Championship against Mankind while burning Paul Bearer in the process.
Boom.
That's right.
All right.
Love it.
Very good card. Nice variety there. Tommy, how about yours?
All right. So we are starting things off hot. It's going to be held, obviously, in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, for mine. Say the birth of the exact same venue as the In Your House Canadian Stampede. And I am starting the show with the World Heavyweight Championship match. Shawn Michaels versus Mankind. Ends in a no contest, but it's going to give you everything. Great, incredible match to get the crowd going. And then we'll go to the opposite side of the spectrum there. We'll continue we go from the big kind of anything goes, no holds barred match to a nice tag team match there with Pretty Deadly against the Creed brothers. Nice technical match. And I'll probably give people a chance to use the restroom as well if they're a little late. I love the match, but unless it's WWE these days where they give you a 20-minute break between each match. So you can use the restroom and do whatever you need to do. Then I'm coming back with the hardcore title match between Al Snow and Bob Holly, hardcore Bob Holly. And then I will have a casket match between the Undertaker and Mankind. I'm sorry, Undertaker and King Mabel.
Yes.
And then I'll end with the big 10-man tag. I think the crowd's going to be too exhausted after the 10-man. It's got to finish that tonight.
That has to finish. Yeah. Excellent card. I'm loving all the gimmick matches we're getting on these In Your House shows. Travis, what's your lineup?
All right, I'm going to start things off hot. St. Valentine's Day Massacre, Austin and Vince in the cage.
Wow.
We'll go there. Start it off with it because it's hot. I got a Hell in a Cell, so I got to bookend the show with cages.
Sure.
So, starting off with that cage match, next up we will feature the Fatal 5-Way from 2021 In Your House, Cross, Cole,
Oh, man.
Kyle O'Reilly, Gargano, and Pete Dunne, NXT title. Then we will go to my $1 million ladder match, LA Knight versus Cameron Grimes, baby. And then we will go to the semi-main as the women's NXT, Rhea Ripley, Io Shirai, and Charlotte. And the main event, Taker, HBK, Hell in a Cell, because we got debuting Kane. It's fine. It's fire. That's a fire show right there.
That's a stacked show.
Kane rips the door off the hinges, so you can't use it again.
Exactly.
So you might as well end with that. Yeah.
Yeah, got to end with that, you know.
I do, by the way, think that is a 5-star Dave Meltzer match. And the other day we said Taker never had one. Pretty sure that has to. That has to be a 5-star.
I don't know.
I don't know. It should be. It is. It is.
It is for us. Well, I went through about 12 non-5-star.
All that matters is what you think it is.
That's right. Yeah.
And good thinking with Travis. You don't have to hang that steel cage. It's one they had to put together, so you don't have two hanging cages.
Exactly.
That's smart.
Good call there.
Clever girl.
All right, I'm bringing In Your House back to South Carolina for the first time since Beware of Dog here at the Bon Secours Wellness Arena, aka the Well here in Greenville. And we're going to open it up with Shawn Michaels and Jeff Jarrett in a super hot opener for the Intercontinental title from In Your House number 2. Follow that up. Let's go to straight comedy. We're going to go to the hog pin match with those feral hogs and Triple H versus Henry O. Godwin with special guest referee Hillbilly Jim. And then we're going to have a little breather, the big segment right here in the middle with Mark Miro versus Sable from Over the Edge 1998. And then it's going to be all action for the rest of the night as we go to break down In Your House for triple threat steel cage match between Ken Shamrock, The Rock, and Mankind before closing out with a fatal 4-way, the final 4 match between The Undertaker, Bret the Hitman Hart, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and Vader for the vacant WWF Championship.
Boom. Fire.
Love that. What a great show.
Randy, give us your In Your House lineup. I don't know what your main event's going to be.
Yeah, I will
get my popcorn ready.
I will have mine at the Toledo Sports Arena, which is the arena in Toledo where I went to a lot of my first shows with Uncle Dave when I was a kid, and my parents wouldn't go, but he would. We're going to start it off with the singles match from In Your House 3 triple header. Jean-Pierre Lafitte and Bret Hart facing each other over a jacket. That'll open us up. Good match there. We'll lead into the second match is for the Intercontinental Championship from In Your House 7. Good friends, better enemies, as the Ultimate Warrior will challenge Goldust with Marlena and a random bodyguard that we've never seen before.
That's
Mantar!
After that, we will go... allegedly, we were going to a Buried Alive match. Just kidding. Card subject to change. We will go instead to the Armageddon Rules match, where we don't know what the rules are.
Right.
That's from In Your House 12. It's time, with The Undertaker going up against the Executioner. Armageddon out of here. And then after that will be the special attraction match from In Your House 17, Ground Zero, as El Torito will face Max Mini.
I thought you were going to main event with that.
Me too. Me too.
The main event will be the no holds barred match for the WWF Championship from In Your House 7. Good friends, better enemies. Diesel defends against Shawn Michaels. I'm sorry, Shawn Michaels defends against Diesel. And of course, the prosthetic leg will be used.
Giving Max Mini the short end of the stick there. Sure, what a main event, man. Come on. All right, Headbanger. What's your In Your House lineup?
All right, we are taking my In Your House to the MSG of the South, the Omni in Atlanta.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I like it.
So an NWA hotbed.
Yeah. Oh, of course. Well, you got the NWA title.
Yeah. So we're going to start off with the Four Corners match with the Godwins, LOD, the Headbangers, and Owen and Bulldog. Get it started off with a feel-good story.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to go into the strap match with Savio Vega and Steve Austin. And right there in the middle, we're going to have the Jeff Jarrett versus Bradshaw match for the NWA North American Championship. And then we'll go into the tag match with Kane and China versus Triple H and X-Pac. and close it out with the Buried Alive match.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, you got to.
close.
Yeah.
Yeah, gotta close with the Buried Alive unless you're
Exactly,
Survivor
yeah.
Series 2003. Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stuff.
Good call.
Well, we did it, gentlemen. Another successful draft. I mean, we full of surprises, full of great gimmicks, full of excitement, full of the Godwins somehow.
Yeah.
Somehow. Full
and-
of problems.
Thanks for joining us for this. We want to know, Pod Street Crew, which show are you spending your $19.99 on back in 1995, back in the days where you could get something for that price? Which pay-per-view would you want to purchase the most? Let us know who you think won. Hit us up at Talking Taker. Leave a comment here on YouTube. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure to leave a rating. Make sure to tell your friends all about Talking Taker. And of course, while you're on YouTube, you can go over to the Collecting Dead Man channel and get new episodes every month of Steven and Canaanite 10 going through Undertaker and Kane collecting news, talking about different topics from their collection, favorite memories from their collection. Latest episode was all about the classic Superstars series and some very memorable and, memorable for the wrong reasons figures in that collection. And of course, they'll be talking WrestleMania reveals on the next episode, I'm sure, as well as more exciting topics there. You can listen to that and watch that, correct?
Correct.
All right.
Next episode, I think, is going to be about the Bendums.
Oh, a lot to talk about there as well. Very fun. And then, of course, Tommy on the spot. Watch Along Tommy, the Watch Along Wrestling channel.
I don't think I can do that. You can try it.
Try it.
I got my glasses for you. I gotta.
You can see more.
Look at that. I'm stunned. I got it. I'm stunned that I was able
I
to
believed in you, my guy. I knew you could do it.
Tell them what all they can see over there, Tommy.
All WrestleMania coverage there. Well, before that, Alex and Travis both joined me on the channel, and we relived WrestleMania 27.
That was
About
fun.
3 hours about WrestleMania 27.
Could have gone longer.
Oh, for sure. If Alex didn't say, guys, at some point we got to get to the show, we'd have gone till the morning on that one. But it was so much fun. Lots of really cool stuff that we did at WrestleMania, Superstore tours, WWE World Tours, the Hulk Hogan exhibit tour. I'm in the midst of still uploading my week-long vlog from WrestleMania with the fam. I'll be doing an unboxing of everything I got from the show. So keep it locked. Got a lot of fun stuff coming up over there. And I will let everyone know, because I know everyone was dying in anticipation of the match I almost chose with my final pick.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was going to be the opening contest from In Your House It's Time. Flash Funk versus Leaf Cassidy. And I know that match sounds terrible, but I'm telling you, go ahead. It was a solid
Too Cold is great.
10-minute match. And I remember Bruce Pritchard kind of craps on it a bit. And I went back and watched. I was like, this is awesome. They give it 110%, but unfortunately I burned my Al Snow match. We said no Mick Foley twice. So I don't think Al Snow and
Who would have thought that was
right.
going to be a problem?
Yeah, who knew? As I'm talking about it, I'm like, oh my gosh, Leaf Cassidy is Al Snow. I can't use it.
That's crazy.
No Inferno match tonight.
Right.
Randy, where was the Crybaby match?
Crybaby match. It was on my list. Crybaby match. I watched that Crybaby match, and they throw that Razor Ramon teddy bear out in the front row. And I was watching that kid reached under the guardrail and kind of got it. And I was wondering to see if they were going to take it from him. And he had it the whole match, and he got to keep it. I wonder if he still has it. If you're that kid, reach out.
Yes.
What about the triple threat match for the 3 titles?
I thought about that.
Yeah.
That would have been a fun pick to get all 3 titles in one match. I did think about that. Yep.
I thought about Mankind and Ken Shamrock for the Intercontinental title when Mankind gives himself the mandible claw.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
That's a great match.
I thought
That's
about
funny.
picking that. Yep.
How about Stone Cold versus Dude Love over
I thought
the
you were
edge?
gonna have- I don't know
98.
I don't know how you
Taker as
that,
the
Alex.
enforcer, right?
Yeah, all the great
That's why.
Vince,
That's why I
Pat
kept asking about
Patterson, Joe
Mankind twice.
Briscoe. Yep.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't have that, Alex. That's one of your favorite matches.
Yeah, you can't get it all.
And
I wanted
one of my
Shawn
favorite things about watching these shows is the random cutouts to Barry Dudinsky in the crowd hawking up the merchandise of the time. Let's go to Barry Dudinsky, and he's like in the crowd with like an In Your House shirt, Shawn Michaels shades, a WWF Super NES hat. He's got like everything.
Give me that job.
And he keeps, and everything he talks about is like, make sure you purchase the shirt available for $16. And I'm like, oh man, $16. Like, what a sign of the times.
Yeah.
I would have got a cameo from him, but I don't think anyone's heard from him in 25 years. So
Tony Chimmel was fantastic. He gave it all in that.
He gave
cameo.
it everything.
I mean, wow, that was amazing.
Tony Chimmel in our house is crazy.
Yeah. And he had an awesome backdrop too.
Yeah.
Like, what the heck? I got to learn a thing or two from the Chim.
Shout out to Chimmel.
Yeah.
Sweet Chim music, dude. That's what it was.
Yes, it was. You can check out Travis White music on YouTube if you want to hear some of Travis White music. You can order, you can look on eBay for Trey's Undertaker card if you want to purchase that directly from Trey, or slide into the DMs if you want to make him an offer on that Undertaker card as well. Hopefully we will get the crew back in person, all 6 of us, for SummerSlam. Tickets on sale this Friday as you're listening to this. So we're going to try to work that out over the next couple of days and see if we can make that happen. Another Pod Street Crew reunion. And yeah, follow us on TikTok. Follow Travis's NXT or Star Wars characters.
Yeah, what
he's got going on over there. And join us next month on Talking Taker. We'll have a brand new episode for you out on June 1st. Thank you for joining us for 3 hours of the Ultimate In Your House fantasy draft. Let us know what we should do for the next round of our fantasy drafts. We'll have to reconvene here in a few months and come up with something else. We'll think about it. We'll keep this train rolling on to the last ride. All right, Travis, wrap us up.
That's right. Thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight in our draft. This is our 5th draft? I think it is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
5-time draft. Yep. And so we will we'll figure something out and do another one. But yeah, it's May 1st. It's going to be May. May the 4th be with you. Cinco de Mayo. All the things are coming up. Backlash is right around the corner. We just had WrestleMania. It's already time for Backlash. And then it'll be the match after Backlash. So yeah, just pay attention. Stay tuned with us. Go on all of our social medias. And if you were at any of these matches, we definitely want to know. Reach out to us on all of our feeds and let us know if you were there for any of these in person. And as always, we know she is him, but as always, as we always sign off here, take her easy.
Take her easy.